It is 12 midnight in New York. It is just gone 12 noon in Beijing. It is 6 a.m. in Mbabane in the Kingdom of Eswatini. Good morning and welcome to the Monday edition of Kusile Breakfast Show. We are coming to you live from our Hospital Hill studios in Mbabane. I am Lincoln Gule. Many thanks for joining us. It is Monday, the 26th of July 2021. It is day number 207. Selemalanga lang 158 bongosuphele kumnyaka lesetulu. Umsombuluko wes 30. Kanti ke singena ke evikini lesi-30 ke kusele nje amaviki lang 22 kusike uphele umnyaka. Sizi?
Ngomane.
Ngibone ngigijima imoto izogijima isimoto kazi. Umntwana tawufwana ngamncane.
Abe bengiyathi.
Ngwaqo ya. Msuku.
Bebe ngabandlela tami.
Asibohamba ngale kwe cave.
Awu
phula umthetho.
Awu ngaganga. Una ngibophe. Mina sobobe njani futhi.
Sizi no, hambe kahle.
Makhadi.
Bengothi hita.
No, bothi hita. Uzingizwe uyathi soyathanda into esingizi nyana.
Sengibina ngba. Bangifuna eating out. Ba yini.
Mahle weki welcome ehleleni Kusile Breakfast Show ngumsombuluko siyandivusela amalanga lamahle siyathemba ukuthi impela sombo beniphethe kahle niyaphepha na kumkhuhlane COVID-19 luhlelo Kusile Breakfast Show lethela ngumsakade wetithombe Eswatini TV dinsuku tinge-26 kwenyanga yakholwane umnyaka wa 2021 libito lami ngengisamkelisiwe ngwakakhoza usisi ufuna kuba input
nakuba in
okay
yeah sitolo si besilalela address ya Preston yeah sibafike sebaku peak ya le third wave ma cases abo sakasedulu ngendlela lesimangaliso ma ICU zabo lamanye sakagcwele ama cases ayanyuka but ke baqhubeka nekutama lo sibajove ukuze sibathola le herd immunity but nje lokukhulu kuslesimo silikhulu salomkhuhlane
sikhulu kakhulu makabani
ikhola bona ke badvula namhla
kunjalo makabani ngibonile ibona bothishela bakhala nga the same thing ukuthi sibonile bajova emaphoyisa emavikini lambalwa lendlulile bothela bakhala ngalokuthi kufuna at least nabo ukuthi tibe tivulwa letikolo babe bajovile ngibone I think it's Botswana lebe baveta khona around 23 teachers labafile kulomnyaka lo ngenxa ya COVID-19 so bothishela bakhala about the same thing sithi tivulwa at least babe bajovile but
ne live le Tanzania nalo kuthiwa seli 21 million amadoses akhumbula mosikuthi ku president nangiya bebahamba kancane kujoven kulona babonakala sebayigijimeni
zabanye futhi bengekho nje but ngiyambonga kakhulu mengameli lomusha as a woman the first president to be of kube ngimake evele eTanzania kutheni angabi nje soloku ayithathela phansi washo ukuthi it would be a mistake for us ukuthi sithathele phansi inzabe emkhuhlane COVID-19 kuthi denjangene office sunu ababeka libandla letabo unzabe emkhuhlane COVID-19 babeka phansi babeka eceleni imali letabo wathi ngabe vele umjobo bafola kanjani I'm glad ukuthi bakhose bayifole first batch
nanathi siyaqhubeka la siya record emadesi cama tolo record 5 yeah ngikhumbula kahle nalama cases etaqhubeka ya
Saturday amthuse kakhulu 531
Bokusinza balisazi sibukeke lo mhla indzaba nje le fayikhathi na umsebenzi bowendiwa nguWilsa la bebahambela khona imimango kuva nje indzaba ekuhlukubetana ukuthi imimango ibuka lokuthi isingabambisana njani simimango kuyiqetha lezaba lenya khumbula sinabayichaza kuthenini bebaphuma bomake baphume abantu labasha baphuma nabo bahlale ngeticheme takhona kuthenini singenda njani but lese basibakuveta ukuthi sekuvakala kunyuka kwanza kwekuhlukubetanga kwecansi kwabafana emimangweni indlela besolo ingesiyo le ngathini
lengathi noma sengisiya khona ku report amaqaba
exactly so ngicabanga sikuyakhathata ke nako lo manje indzaba lesithathu asichazele yona bongosi namhla eksene ehlelweni Kusile Breakfast lento nayitambilo ke kanye namba sathi bekunemsebenzi lomuhle sisilaba sibambisa khona ngeequipment etawusithathe kunciphelizi noma nje bangafi bomake nebantwana nababeleka nje mina sachaza ekuthenini nababuka inombolo kwamanje out of 1000 kufa bomake labangu 450 yini out of 1000 yabona ukuthi inombolo yesithi kakhulu
kunjalo makabane UNFPA bekahlala khala about the same thing ukuthi ngabe emave angabambisana kanjani livele imali bayasho ukuthi it's the one who's leading in Africa bona inombolo dabo tisetulu kakhulu compared to us njengoba usho ukuthi livele aseswatini silola lokuthi kube bede inamax ngisho namunye but I'm glad tiko letempilo selivale na indzaba yabo make lababelekele emakhaya I think ngiloko lokufike kwanyusa kakhulu kakhulu le nombolo yabo make nebamfana labashonako uma make abeleka.
Bongo singu 5 minutes after 6 sibahlula ke market sibuya sazenza bathi kucala talo mhla ekseni. You're watching the Monday edition of Kusile Breakfast Show.
Bosimelana nine labakhulu ngiyacela bompembe nilamule indzaba yesikhwama samkhulu asikubulali lokumfana kwamajaha
ine sebenzile singaka.
The pillar of the family falls, leaving behind a divine legacy.
Abaphansi sebamkhombile kufanele kuthatha isikhwama samkhulu simelana.
Now the question is, who among the family members will take it over?
Kusobala ukuthi lesikhwama ngesakho.
Cha mama, basengangikhombi lapha phasi.
Oh, nayi imihlolo. Nemambalo yasangana. Ufumele emadimoni ukuthi adlale ngemfana ethu.
Instead of being inherited, it brings nothing other than sadness, anger,
Angiyoze lesangoma.
frustrations, all in one drama. Simanga.
Dudu, ngikhathele ngempana lona.
Babelo sezulwini ngisonzela kuwe ngosinana indodzana yami elula sandla sakho Nkosi uyiphilise egameni lika Jesu Kristu amen.
Her legacy as one of the all-time greats is surely complete. She's the world champion once again.
History, the first Japanese male to win a major championship, Hideki Matsuyama.
Upgrade to premium and watch ESPN on DSTV.
Malanga namahle solo sehlelweni Kusile Breakfast Show kungumsombuluko kulesikhathi manje singena endzabeni ekucala dala mhla ekseni. Infinite kwelempilo lezinkosi itimbike emkhuhlane COVID-19 ibheka ukuthi yenyuke bese kuthi kancane kancane iyehla. Imvuna isisiva sigweme kuhlangana ngoba lokhu ngikona kuhambisa lo mkhuhlane.
Live leSwatini solo liyachubeka nekuthola imibiko lemisha yomkhuhlane iCovid-19 lesetulu njalo ngelanga. Ngemgcibelo live litfole ukuthi kunebantu labangu 531 labatfolakele nalomkhuhlane kanti ke labasihlanu basishiyile emhlabeni. Indvuna yelitiko letempilo lizinkosi yithi sive asiyekele kuhlangana.
Kwanyalo vele lo mkhuhlane ukhula kakhulu. Ubangelwa ukuthi akusesiko nje ukuthi uthelelwe ngubani. Ngesingisi basisene community transmission. Usho sola emkhathini wethu sonke nje lo mkhuhlane. Besikubhekile ukuthi sina singabambisana singaye emicimbini lapha kunebantu labaningi khona kanti kude kahle umoya kusebusika nyalo asikhona kuhlala sivule amafastelo sikushaya umoya sikhweshelane sigeze tandla sifake ama mask sonke isikhathi lokho kutasisita ukuthi sine njengesive sitibuyise kunombolo sitibuyise phasi.
Sibe sesikhulumisana nesive kuthi engabe siyayilandzela yini lemigomo kanti sibeke kanjena.
Asama abukeke lenye indlela ke langasama ukuthi same kuyifikela ngayo hayi lokuthi sibe sekufaka lesifonyo ngoba lesifonyo nje angibeke sengisuka kamanzini nje. labanye nje uthola ukuthi sesiphethwe ifuba yabo manje isifuba sidinga ukuthi uphefumule nje yabo manje makusolo uphefumulela la sifonyweni thola lo moya yaphefumula uphinde uyabuya yabo thola nalendlela ngihambayo yinze kakhulu yabo
ukuthi bantu isikhathi esiningi abakhoni lokudivikela kahle lokunye uthole nje ngisuka le namhlanje ngisuka amanzi amnyama solo ngihamba ngasifaka isifoni ngidibana ngakho abantu endleleni more than 500 nami vele ngibathelele bonke mangabe nginayo.
Ngicabanga ukuthi angalandela lo mgomo lo shiwo ngihulumende noma ke lo shiwo ngibezempilo mhlambe lokho kungahamba ke bese sekuba ngcono and futhi ke nangabe mhlambe kakhulukazi nalama taxi igcine nalomlayezo lo shiwo bo government.
Kungumanje umbiko welitiko letempilo walomkhuhlane uveta ukuthi bantfu lesebatfolakele nawo lapha even bangetulu kwa 22,000 bese kuthi ke labashile emhlabeni bona bangetulu kwa 700 kanti ke labaluleme kulomkhuhlane ngemgcibelo bebeme ku 19,769 etindzabeni bika Sondomlangeni eMbabane.
Kunendvodza yaselishikishikini emankhayane lekhiphe umkayo ekhathini ebusuku ngalesine yase ishisa likhaya layo ngesizatfu sekungaboni ngasolinye nemkakhe. Ngikusho kwemndeni akusiko kwekucala lendvodza yenta lesento lesi nakulomunye umfati wakhe wenda sona leso.
Batali bathulane Mkhabela elushikishini emankayane bahlala bathandazela ukuthi bangamelwa inhlitiyo ngesizatfu sekuthi indvodzana yabo isinjalo nayicabene nebafati bayo ilumeke likhaya layo ngemlilo. Ngalesine ebusuku kuleli viki Thulane Mkhabela losebentela iPiet Retief eNingizimu Afrika kuthiwa ufike ekhaya lakhe watshela umkakhe ukuthi akaphume aphele aye kubo. Kusenjalo uvele walumeka indlu yabo ngemlilo. Kwaba kuthi abuthe impahla takhe abuyele kuboke umkakhe. Daniel Mkhabela lombabi waThulane uthi abasadi ukuthi bathini ngoba Thulane uyathanza ukudlala ngemlilo nakacabene nalekavana nabo.
Wathi masabuya lapho wathi yebaba ubokwenza nje. Sengishisile mina lomkhukhu lapha endle. Wathi ngenze nje kodwa akasho ngolethi ngenzeni. Manje ubokwenza nje baba lomkhukhu sengishisile lapha athi mina hawu sekwenze njani abesuka hamba usekhaya kubo.
Ngekuvumelana kwemndeni.
Ngokuvumelana kwabo bobabili.
Simfuneke ngelicingo samthola Thulane kani bekase Piet Retief khona ke South Africa sambuta ukuthi baxabaniswe yini kangaka nemkakhe lemende athi ashise likhaya lakhe.
Ngicela lokungayikhulumi emba ndaba kethu bona kwentekile lokuleni sibonile. Naye ngatheza ukuthi aphume aphila ngoba lethi izathu tabo dinge noma ke naye bekane kwakhe lokwabe sekuba ngetulu ke kona. Lokaba ngetulu nje nako kwaba kubi kakhulu la kwenda manje so mina ngafika ukuthi ngiphanze ukuthi umuntu ahambe aphila ungazi ngimbeke esandla noma ngimlimate vele kwenteka nakona lokho naye ngamthiba ukuthi ahambe aphila ngoba angifuni nje ngiboshe ukuthi ngibulele umuntu.
Kuthiwa ke akusiko kwekucala akwenda lokho ngoba nemfati wakhe lomunye naye wenda sona leso sikhuluma bobabili basemakubo. Induna yemcuba khona elishikishini Beckton Badlamini ithi sebake baya kaMkhabela kuyokhuta.
Ngigcine ke sengiyile ke itolo wasayoshifa ngiye ngiyokhuta lo mkhuhlana lo khona lo abawendako kulena leya emlilo ngoba kushiswa amahlathi khona le kuleya ndzawo sekushiswa ke lelikhaya kuyo leya ndzawo. So ngiyile ke itolo ngayokhuta ke.
Umthetho we-Sexual Offences and Domestic Violence Act ngeminyaka wanga-2018 iyasigcika ke sento sekuhlukubetana noma sekulimata impahla kubantu labathandzanako. Umqondisi wakaswaga noNhlanhla Dlamini simkhulumisa ngelicingo ngalondzaba uthite lokunje bangesabi kokubika labafati lababili njengoba bahlukumetekile ingungu yemathemba ihlala ivule etandla. Lobucala ke bubukiwe emaphoyiseni asemangayane. Betindzaba talomsakato babese bayambonisa Thulane ukuthi abone labaluleka ngengqondo asitakale nakanenkinga yendvukuthelo wabangulovako. Etindzabeni ngingiyani Msibi ngiselushikishini.
Soqalile umsebenzi wekufaka kweprobase emgwaqweni longithela wayeka longemakhilomitha la12 losuka kaNcinci uyofika kaMjobane lapho uhlanganisa inkundla senkaba kanye nenkundla yasemaphalaleni ngantakhamuti takulendzawo titsite yakujabulela kucala kwalomsebenzi.
Ukufakwa kwe-probase kulomgwaqo kuqale ngalesihlanu. Lo msebenzi uchubekile nanoma kwashiswa emaloli lamathathu emavikini lambalwa ngesikhathi kunemsindvo lapha eveni. Le probase itawufakwa libanga lelingama-kilometer la12. Sivele simbalwa lesixoxisene naso sithi siyayijabulela le ntuthuko.
Ngithokoza kakhulu lesibonako la enzaweni yakithi ngoba nalinile besingakhona kuye emadolobheni.
Ngijabula kakhulu siba kamncane ngoba umgwaqo beside kulendzawo siyakhona khati imoto tiyakhona kuhamba emakhumba yakhona kuhamba nebetempilo bayakhona kufinyelela kithi. Siva sijabula kakhulu siba kamncane.
Mina ngicela nje ukubonga kakhulu iprobase ukuthi isizile yafaka umgwaqo. Mina ngisuke ehlangano mina. Ya sebakhona imoto kuhamba ezinye emakhaya kusena intuli yabo.
Ngibonga inkampani ya probase, ngibonge uhulumende wakangwane, ngibonge nabo bonke labafaka isandla ukuthi iprobase ibe khona kangwane emaswati etindzaweni enqumbi. Ngicabanga ukuthi sekungcono sehlukile.
Lo msebenzi kubhekeke ukuthi uphele mhla tingamashumi-30 enyangeni yeNgci. Etindzabeni uPhiyalungelele Makagola atithombe ngisondomlangeni kaNcesi.
Inhlangano yalabanesifo sekuwa kuleli Eswatini Epilepsy Organization ithi Solomane kude emaphilisi alabanaleti isifo esibhedlela lokwenta ukuthi labo labanaso sale sibavuka kanenge. Kanti umcondzisi walenhlangano Mbuso Moni Mahlalela ucela uhulumende ukuthi abatise ngesikhathi sawathengile lamaphilisi kude batosinza.
Benhlangano yalabanesifo sekuwa i-Epilepsy Organization esikhathini lesengcile bake baba nesikhalo ngekubabede kwamaphilisi alabanalesifo lesekubaphilisa kametima. Ngekusho komcondzisi wenhlangano Mbuso Moni Mahlalela namanje solokude umehluko kani labanalesifo sesibavukela safuthi bavukwe ngama-seizure attacks.
Nalena labathenga lamaphilisi maybe government stores. Kufika amakhathi nathi sibe part and parcel. Makwendiwa nje preparation ukuthi kuthengwa ngekota noma kuthengwa ngeminyaka. Kwadeke ukuthi sithi nathi le nombolo uyayibona nje ukuthi seyikhulile. Seyinombolo lengaka ngoba uma batawenda bodwana uma kudele office labafike bakhale kuba ukuthi sesiphelwe ngamaphilisi bayeleka Epilepsy Organization. Uyabona vele ukuthi ngeke kuze agcile lamaphilisi aka-epilepsy akhona. Ngalesi sizathu sekwekuthi asibi angathi thini maybe leyo policy or protocol or whatsoever. Lengenta lokuthi nathi sibe part and parcel. Uma benta i-budget, uma banale retreat yabo kulungisela ukuthi sesibheka ngakuphi inyalo inombolo lengaka emaphilisi either e-TB noma elobanja HIV epilepsy as well. Onke lamaphilisi lo kanza ukuthi akabe ngemaphilisi lo wasebenzisa for good ungawayekela. Kwenteka konje na labantu lokhanza ukuthi noma ngabe le seizure bekaba nayo kanye ngemaviki lamabili ukhanza ukuthi ngelilanga seyamenda le seizure imende noma kabili noma kathathu ngelilanga. So uyabona lokuthi vele senibabayi.
Mahlalela ucana labahlala nalabanalesifo ukuthi babanake ikakhulukazi ngoba kusede amaphilisi abo kwanyalo nalabanetimpawu ke lababadi ukuthi bethe lesifo basheshe baye etibhedlela babonakala ukuthi banaso yini. Induna yetempilo lizinkosi sikhuluma naye licingweni ithi ikhona lefikile imithi lebe kuyinkinga nje yi-epilim. Etindzabeni ngingiyani Msibi eMbabane letinye tithombe titholakele ku-internet.
Kufundziswa kwesive ngebungoti bekwela imifula igcwele kwendile umehluko ekunciphiseni imibiko yekumita kwebamvu emifuleni yelive. Ngekusho kwelisekala lokuxhumanisa sive nemaphoyisa neSipho Mngoni, lihhovisi letinhlambi emaphoyiseni etawuchubeka nekuvakashela imimango kufundisa sive ngekuphepha emifuleni nasemadameni yakuleli. Mngoni bekakhuluma njengoba elangeni la etolo bekudlanga lekufundisa sive ngekuvikela kumita.
Siqubulo salonyaka sekugubha lusuku lokuvikela kumita sithi noma ngubani angamita kepha kude lokufanele ukuthi amite. Lolu suku lolu kwelihlose kwatisa sive njengoba imibiko yamhlabuhlangene iveta ukuthi njalo ngeminyaka bantu abangetulu kwa 200,000 bayamita. Lokhu kufaka ekhathi nebantfana. Lisekela lemxhumanisi wesive namaphoyisa noSipho Mnguni uchaza ngetinhlelo letikhona letilwa nekumita.
Singamaphoyisa ke sithanda kusho ukuthi sisetawuqhubeka siyifundzise yona imango ngaleti indlela ngoba phela kufunza kuba kuhle ngako kona ukuthi uphinze ubantu ubakhumbute njalo njalo. Sibonile nje ekuqaleni kwalomnyaka ngaBhimbidvwane lapho khona kube nesehlakalo lapho bekune litulu lelive likhulu kakhulu icyclone Eloise lapho khona silahlekelwe imiphefumulo nje leminingana kuleso sikhathi lapho bekuna lelitulu. Amaphoyisa ke aphuma vele ngetinkhani asebenza ebusuku nemini bafuna labo bantu le bese kubonakala ukuthi bemuke nawo emandi ene ngenhlahla ke futhi lenhle sabona ukuthi emaphoyisa enda umsebenzi lomhle kakhulu ngoba labo bantu lebe kubikwe ukuthi balahlekile bevagcine batholakele banikwe imindeni lapho ukhonda ubona ukuthi bayakhona kubafihla ngesizotha. Siyajabula ke singemaphoyisa kusho ukuthi sitawuqhubeka siye emimangweni siye nasetikolweni kumbe nasetivuliwe tikolwa siqhubeke sifundzise ngoba siyathi sonke ukuthi kusikana busebuyenga sekutawungena lona lihlobo lekusho ukuthi litulu selitawubuya imifula itawugcwala nemadamu kanjalo. Sitawuqhubeka ke sifundzise abantu ukuthi umfula logcwele noma losangenisile ubona ngani nekuthi ke nasekwentekile udivene nalomfula losagcwele ngalendlela ubese wenda njani ukuze sigweme ukuthi kulasihlekelwe imiphefumulo. Kanti ke nasemakhaya sitawuqhubeka futhi sibakhumbude ukuthi nako sike savuna silahlekelwa abantwana ngekucumukela emabhakedeni ngekuthi ke siyathi ukuthi litulu nalina emakhaya siyayikhongotela layo mandi emabhakedeni sibekele phela ukuthi sitawasebenzisa kodwa ke akungabeseke lokho sekuphinze kuletha sililo ekhaya.
Umbiko lokhishwe ngomhlabuhlangene uveta ukuthi kumita lokunyendi kwendeka emifuleni emakhaya lapho kugcinwa khona emanti kanye naseticojeni. Etindzabeni kubika Sondomlangeni nginalungelele Magagula eMbuluzi.
Sive saselishikishini emankayane sibonga uhulumende ngelibhloho leliselitulu ngekwakhiwa leselithethe isikhathi lesidze lingakhiwa.
Ngeminyaka wanga-2015 kwenteka ingoti yekhombi leyayilayishe sive lapho khona kwahamba umphefumulo kunali libhloho lapha elushikishini kulela lasemankayane. Hulumende ke wathembisa ukuthi litawakhiwa masinyane libhloho leli kahle. Sekucisheke kuphela iminyaka lefika kulesihlanu solo nane kwakhiwa. Lokujabulisa ke ukuthi emva ekugcineni seliyakhiwa libonakala futhi selisetulu. Sibe sisikhulumisa ke sive selena ndzawo ukuva ukuthi ingabe sitiva njani nganali libhloho lelisha leselakhiwa.
Inkinga lenkulu lelibhloho ukuthi nje lingana kancane sekugcwele nomfula ke lona uyangenisa kubonakala lazelana kancane ngathi lengenhla ngathi kwentekani bese lamanti engcasamane kakhulu.
Into engijabulela la ukuthi noma uqhamuka le sozoqhamuka wazi ukuthi anginakuvimbeka ndawo kuze la ngizofika ngime khona zoqhamuka ebhlohweni leliphephile
samba ukuthi into singena hlobo hlabe seliphelile.
Biso sethu bekungathi lingaphela masinyane ngoba nyalo kutata imvula kungendeka noma ngayini njengale minyaka endlulile.
Kwahamba imiphefumulo la etinyanga letiphelile ngisho nesigulumba senkapani naso sike sabhajwa khona la umfula ugcwele njalo nje uma linile litulu kuba ngilongesheya.
Sibeseke sikhulumisana bucopho walena ndzawo lenaye avala ke sekuthokota kuhulumende wase bayasebenzisana nalabakha leli bhuloho.
Imoto bese tingazakhona kuwela kunemoto nje lebeyilayishe tingati tetigulane kwakubita ukuthi kuphindze futhi isigulane tiyothathwa kabusha ingwadi ngekuthi sekuphele isikhathi solomfula ungeji sekuthi ingadi ifuna iyofika elaboratory kwabita ukuthi iphindze tiguli tithathwe kabusha ingadi. Nemkhicito ke sinetihlahla la tamonti umkhicito bongasakhona kuwetiseka ngesizathu sokuthi umgwaqo akuhambeki.
Siveselana ndzawo ke siyacela ukuthi engase lingaphela masinyane nje ngoba uma timvula tinile emanti ahamba ngetulu kuleli bhloho kube ngilongesheya bese ke basabela timpilo tabo kungenqi khumbi kungenqi moto. Etindzabeni ngugiyane Msibi nginamduduzi Lukhele elushikishini.
Mapalane welikomiti libuke kwakhiwa kwesikole sasedlozini high school ngaphansi kwenkundla semaphala leni Mandla Manana uthi kumgca ukuthi bamfana besikole bangahambe emabanga lamathe uma baya esikoleni ngoba bese bakhathala. Uthi kuyabajabulisa abatakhamuti kutalendzawo ukuthi sekutaba nesikole lesiphakeme.
Lesikolo sicale kwakhiwa ngeminyaka wa 2020 ngenyanga yeLweti emva kokuthi kube nesicelo lesisuka esiveni sakulendzawo sokuthi kube nesikolo lesiphakeme lesithutane njengoba lesithutane sisensuku 2 lekusigaba lesingama-kilometer lalishumi. Lesikolo asakhiwa ngu-micro project ngokubambisana nesive sakulendzawo. Sive kulomsebenzi sabambisa micro project ngokubhaka titini tekwakha lesikolwa. Mabhalane welikomiti lelibuke kwakhiwa kwalesikolo Mandla Manana uthi kwanyalo kusekwakhiwe emagumbi lamathathu.
Sicale ngana iblock lesibonako ina 3 classrooms, emva kwaloko wasakhela nama toilets endasi. So following step kumele ukuthi micro project asakhele no staff room nelanze isigaba tama teachers quarters. Kutaba sita kakhulu bantwana balenzayo ngoba nje oba ngibekisile ukuthi bahambe distance lenze. Nangabekisa isikole lesithutane nathi silabo 10 kilometers kusuka la uye kuso, so kuba likhulu for bantwana ukuthi bafike khona in time. Bashifuna basheshe bavuke ebusuku bafike esikoleni sebadziniwe balambile. And nalina kuba iproblem kakhulu bafika incwadi timandi nabo bagcina seba netifo leti bangamakhata.
Mandla uthi kubhekeke ukuthi lesikolwa sicale kusebenta ngeminyaka lodako. Edindzabeni kubiyalungelela Makakula naSonto Mlangeni eDlozini.
Sesingena etindzabeni temidlalo. Losabambe kuba ngumphathi wenhlangano edlalisa imidlalo ema-Olympics kuleli Maxwell Jele uthi bayinhlangano bachubeka kubamba imihlangano letinye tinhlangano tema-Olympics takulamanye emave khona eJapan lapho kuchubeka khona imidlalo ema-Olympics alonyaka. Jele uthi lokuhamba embili kuleti nkulumo kutama kubukwa indlela tingijimi takuleli tingasedakala ngayo kwenyusa lizinga lomdlalo lapha eveni baphindze batfole nelitfuba lekungenela imidlalo leyahlukahlukene emhlabeni.
Kusachubeka imidlalo ema-Olympics 7 laseJapan labaphethe inhlangano yemidlalo ema-Olympics kuleli Eswatini Olympics and Commonwealth Games Association lokungumengameli Adam Bomba Mthethwa kanye naMaxwell Jele lobambe kuba ngumabhalane lomkhulu walenhlangano bangenele imihlangano leyahlukahlukene naletinye tinhlangano tema-Olympics kulamanye emave. Ngekusho kwaMaxwell Jele lobambe kuba ngumabhalane lomkhulu walenhlangano yemidlalo ema-Olympics kuleli lemihlangano itawusita kakhulu live kanye netingijimi takuleli ukuthi lizinga lemidlalo ema-Olympics kuleli likhule lize lifike ezingeni lemhlaba.
We are equally busy in our place, meeting other NOCs and just interacting and equally also engaging the International Olympic Committee, the officers regarding programs that we can look forward to. It is also worth mentioning that the next games are only 3 years away, which is going to be in 2024 in Paris. So it's equally important for us to start preparing for those games and creating networks, especially looking at opportunities and opening opportunities for exchange programs, whereby we can perhaps learn from what other NOCs are doing and vice versa.
Kanzi lamalunga lamabili ahola lenhlangano kuleli avakashele tingijimi takuleli lapho khona tihlala khona kuchubeka nekutikhutata kutsi tichubeke kutimisela ekumeleleni live kule midlalo. Kule tingijimi letimelele live munye wato Thabiso Dlamini wemidlalo wesibhakela sewuvele uphumile kule midlalo kanzi lithemba kwanyalo lisele kuleto temidlalo wekubhukusha lokunguRobin Young kanye naSimanga Dlamini lokubheke ukuthi tidlale mhla ka-30 kulenyanga lesetulu kanye naSibusiso Mtsenjwa wemidlalo wamatubane lokubheke ukuthi yena agijime mhla ka-3 kulenyanga letako. Lobikela umsakazo Eswatini TV temidlalo ngilinda Dlamini na Fabrice Msonera kaze tithombe tichamuka ecenjini lakuleli liseJapan.
Malanga lamadla sifika kanjalo ke maphethelweni adetenza bathi kuqala tala mhla ekseni sayiti tolo sibesichubeka nalo luhlelo kusile good morning.
Kudla kwempilo, food for life. An agricultural program that shows how a farmer brings food to the nation.
igcine kudla kwayo leta uphindze kudle nasekufika isikhathi sebusika.
Nalinile nje libele lana kuzone liyadwa imbela libele lahlanzeni. So lonke linale mvula le moderate yethu sine lahlanzeni.
Kudla kusemhlabathini. Konke lesikudingako sitakuthola emhlabathini.
Kudla kwempilo for agriculture and farming development on Eswatini TV with your farm boy Samgelo Vilagati Samvi. Kudla kwempilo, food for life.
Sanibonani maswahla mahle libito lami ngumthanazo Mkhonazi and you are tuned into a brand new show on Eswatini TV called Street Quiz. Street Quiz is a show that is aimed at finding out just how well you know your beautiful country and just how well you travel. Now, the beautiful part about it, and that is my favorite part as well, is you get to win a special prize. Now that could just be money or a little something extra. As for me and my team, Nidani every week from here just as long as you tune in and now I'm gonna start doing the
Because siyaqhubana lohlelo lomhla ekseni ngo-29 minutes before 7 namhlanje kulela umsakazo wakho bukela umsakazo ithombe iEswatini TV. Sifuna nje kutekana indzaba letehlukubetana sisi. Ngiyakhumbula seminingi manje imikhankaso le sukako nasemaphoyiseni nakhona baye bafundzise lehlelo lapho labafundisa khona Steve nje ngokumcoka bekuthenini ungathuli nawo lo myahlukubedeka.
Kunjalo makwabane inyalo nje sicetha kulathinza bendefu kubona yona indzaba yemvotsa yase inkeza mankayana eshiselikhaya ngenxa yokuthi maybe bese ngaboni ngasolinye uyaveda ngiyasendweni ngiyane le story ukuthi naye babe akavele phela khona ebambini laba khona kwelula ngengqondo ekuthenini abuke indzaba dakhe tawo enga issues indzaba ehlukubetana makwabane it's indzaba lengathi iyangekuya iyanze ekuthenini kufuna ukuthi sathi ukuthi sidila nayo kanjani sibambisana kanjani futhi
le indzaba enga issues probably have nesithola nalama psychologists thenini ngoba bathi leminye umuntu uyekhanze ukukhula nale engivaleleke lakhathi nasamdzala bese ke se
sotaphinde hlangana letinye inkinga futhi iguleta uphindze dibange ukuthi maybe leyo nkinga engalobonayo nayo sale maybe seyiba sengathi seyiba kakhulu
bathi bese kudinga yini anger management bakwentani lapho usho sparks naso kwathi na uva ukuthi uyakwata kufanele bese wenda njani
yebo so khona kusudila kanjani nayo naso kwatile kanti labanye bambugulo kanti naso kwatile uva ngathi wena ungashaya njengoba na uva kule story sakuyana ukuthi uyathanza vele lokudlala ngalomlilo so uyabona ukuthi imvo lengathi vele kudinga ukuthi adile nayo somehow afule bamvula abatomsidi
sivile nje I think kuleli phelele fortune bekakhulumene bakaswaka bavetana nabo ukuthi babe anyukile lama cases between the period ya May and June lamani ngakhulu kulabo emotional abuse lokuthenini into letikhona ke letho lokhanza ukuthi tiyente kavele abantu kulesikhathi sale lockdown nje khanza sibantu bashana ngalamagama yabasashana ulimi uye athi yathi kunqono ungishaya ngale mbama nosungishaya ngamagama
because igama alisuke igole liqiniselo lisho njalo igama lithi angeke lize lisuku uthi awusho something like him ngangakubekisela about something ukuthi back from high school so lokho abakhona ukuthi bekuthawa namphana wakakhoza lo njani so lokho yasala so kungcono vele na ungishayile sengakhohlwa nethi bothela labangishaya bangaki but lelo gama lelo solo lasala even today
ngokuthiwa uyadigaza kusinto letikhuluma ukwasile ibe kahle because sifuna ukwethula acela nehlatshako la bebane emsebenzi ke lebaqhubeka nawe emimangweni la abakhulumisa khona bakhuluma nemimanga ekuthenini ingabe kungabanjisana njani from community level ekuthenini kuliwe nekuhlukubetana kuphele nje nyama kuba kusibantu bahlukubetana even ngoba bagcinela abanye vele sebabulalene babavetha nje emaphoyisa avete ekuthenini lama bantu ababulala nawo labathanza nawo ukhanze ukuthi every year sibanawo lama cases lawa ukuthi some so feel ubulewe nami sincese kufemini ngibulawa ngisaba into leti njengaleto
kunjalo malanga namahlazi vele simuve ecolana ihlatshwa ukuthi engabe vele emsebenzi ukuthi bavakashele wena ngemango bafundise beve nesive ukuthi engabe vele tindzaba tehlukubetana singatenciphisa kanjani lapha eveni
Mfowethu ngasho ukuthi itolo besihlangene nawo le team lesisebenza nawo lephasi netinhlangano lesisebenzisana nato letifaka ekhathi community health empowerment, letifaka ekhathi inhlangano bomakela abaphila ne-HIV, Rural Women Assembly, kanjalo nenhlangano yabothishela iSNAT naletinye inhlangano lebetikhona. Inhloso yethu noma lesikubonile sisachubeka sisebenza lephasi emangweni msakade ngikolo ukuthi kuyachubeka lizinga lekuhlukubeta liba ngilelo lelikhula kakhulu. Phinde sibona ukuthi basakhuluma labantu bayayiveta lokuthi imithelela yale COVID seyichamukile kakhulu emangweni. Tinhlelo nje letinye lasebatiqalile batibuka emangweni, tinhlelo tekubuka kabanti i-issue ye teenage pregnancy noma kukhulelwa kwabantwana babancane. Tinhlelo ke lesetiqaliwe tihlelwa ukuthi kubuka ukuthi sikuvimba njani, sidila njani nganaba tigangi letikhuleliswa abantwana babancane, lokuchubeka kwendika lokunye kwentiwe ukuthi tikola tivaliwe, kunengi lokuthi bayema bayachubeka etikolweni, kwenta ke babe more vulnerable kulaba labathatha advantage yaleso simo leso. Lenye inangizana issue leseyakhelwa strategy at community level kulama GBV circles ngiyo issue ye poverty. I-poverty ke itale tintfo letinengi letintfo labativetile ukuthi i-poverty itale one lokuthi nje sekunengi lokuhlukubetana nalokukhona lamangweni, lokwente ukuthi nemindeni lebekathi netikuthula itolo namuhla sekude sekunenge kuyashaywana sekuyoboshwana sekude lobhadala i-maintenance. Kwaphindza kwafuthi le poverty yanzise lizinga lebuzidlani noma letidlova emimangweni, lokuvelile ukuthi kungilenye intfo laba concerned ngayo emangweni lapho ukhanza ukuthi labanye bafike emakhaya kunema cases esiwatholile bamfana la umuntu ufike ekhaya afike ngoba uyathi abantu labadzala bekho sotogcekeza sodlwengula noma uhlukubeta abantwana. Labanye basendleleni bayabanjwa bayahlukubetwa bayadlwengulwa ndlela tsite. Lekuyintfo yebucala lesebudlangile lephansi emangweni. Siphinzeke sathi nabasebenta on the ground babuka ukuthi lenye into lefanele ukuthi siyibuke kakhulu yindzaba yokuthi how do we senda njani to ensure ukuthi bantwana lasebacedzile tikolweni bayakhona kuyofundza ama-skills latsite noma kube khona tindlela letitsite tekuphila labangatifundzisa wona lesingathi ngema-income generating projects for the youth and also for bomake. Ngoba lokunye lokuvelile ukuthi lama issues ukuthi bamfana sebacedzile sebahlede abasaya esikolweni kungilokunye loku generator le anger, kungilokunye loku generator ukuthi bantu batibute ukuthi ngabe thine sisebabani thine siyawuphelelaphi. So ema communities ke abuke ukuthi tiyadzinga ukuthi tiqhamukiswe letinhlelo ukuthi labantu labasha laba kube khona labakwentaka, kube khona labakufundzako lokungemakhono etandla labakhona ukuthi batiphilise kusasa. Baveta ke ukuthi kukhona yebo enhlelweni tahulumende letikhona tekwenta imisebenti yetandla mane atikeneli admin atifinyeleli kibo bonke. Lokusho ukuthi kufuneka kwakhiwe ama strategies ukuthi senda njani ukuthi sifinyelele sonke kuleto tinhlelo leto sibantu labasha, nabomake kwentiwa njani ukuthi bafinyelele kuze ukuthi bangatikhanzi bahlale kuhlukubeteni bangasasuki. Lenye le issue le serious le ema communities avengazi ukuthi vele they need to engage their constituencies ukuthi indzaba yema clinics i-health issue i-serious. Tindzawo letinengi tide ma clinics ladudane lapho bantu bangakhona bafike khona basitakala. Siphile esikhatsini se-COVID-19 lo ukhanza umuntu ophethwe ngumkhuhlane sithi ke kulesikhathi se-COVID na uphathwa ngumkhuhlane immediately thola tindlela ukuthi ukhona kusitakala ulapheke. Kodwa lapho bahlala khona uphethwe ngile COVID kutawufuna hambe distances ukuthi akhona kufika eclinic. Lokumenda ke lomunye soyahlala sekuvula ke nemathuba lamanengi ukuthi sikhanze ukuthi lesifo lesi sesiyathelelana. Phindze lenye issue indzaba yemandi le kuyi issue lebeva ngazi ukuthi bekungaba into lenga addresseka in terms of ukuthi si promote njengoba live belikhuthatha ukuthi asicale indlela tekulima but lamandi kude la kuma communities lokuyinto lenye lekuyima projects noma ima strategies labeva ngazi ukuthi kufuna kuhlale kubuketwa kabantu ukuthi sikubuka kanjani lokho phindze futhi siwabuke lamandi nase sifuze siwachumanisa naka health ukuthi phela kufuna ukuthi sigeze tandla kufuna sihlale sihlandekile ngale tikhathi ta covid. Ngingasho nje phindze msakathi nawe mlalela ukuthi bantu emakhaya lesimo lesikhona nalesendekile eveni le emimangweni baya kubona ukuthi mhlawumbe lobuphuya nato tonke into esengitibalile kweswela nale nthukuthelo lekhona ingaba ngileminye le nginemitselela kusifika sifike kulesigaba lesingiso lala sikhona khona so kukhona lesicelo nalesifiso sokuthi uhulumende nangashakutela ekuthena tibuke kabanti letindzaba leti bese ke lenkulu lesolo insinza betshati lesolo siyikhuluma solingapheli yindzaba yokuthi emacala asaripotiwe sekunebantu labangaboshwa umthetho awusathatha indzawo yawo kunema cases lapho bantu bebashaya bafuna kusito lemaphoyisa emaphoyisa akatholakala emaphoyisa akafiki noma soyile uyobhalisa leso statement indzaba yakhe solo ekachubakala ngilenye indzaba lesolo sisalele emuva lesidzinga ukuthi phela asibambisaneni sonke silive sithi matiko sithi inhlangano kule sigameko lesi nasikhulumisa ngetindzaba tenhlala kahle yekunye ekugcina lemcoka njengoba besine bakasinathi sibukeke ukuthi letinhlelo leti yebo tisemangweni siyafundisa kepha letikolo letinye letikhona tisemangweni sibuka ukuthi ngabe baveta singabe kungendiwa njani lokuthi neletikolo lemangweni kube khona lokucocisana lokudevelopa lama gender based violence circles etikolweni so that labantwana ngaletikhathi letinye tema sports letikhathi leti free bakhona ukuthi bangene kulama platform ba engage on these issues ngaphandle kwesaba nendzaba lebhlungu levelile ukuthi indzaba yekuhlukubedwa ngekwelicansi kwebantwana lababafana indzaba sibili imango ivetile iyendeka mane kude lothi pay attention to it losho ukuthi kunomsebenzi wale mimango lapho sikhona khona ukuthi sibuka ukuthi sihlela ndlela yini ukuthi indzaba yokuvikeleka kwemfana lomfana ekuhlukubeteni naye siyatise kakhulu ngoba ngilenye lengenda ukuthi sigcine sibe nabobabe labanenzondo ngenxa yokuthi naye ukhule ahlukubeteka manje kuba bede lokwendekako kuye.
Mana ngalamahle ngicela ngihlatsha ko 1 billion rising campaign magabane uyayithinza even nenzaba yeenga kuthi kumcoka lekuthenini indzaba yeenga ikhona kuaddresseka njengoba besisho ukuthi ubekisile ukuthi lo munye umvume ubutakhula vele anawo lama issues athi noma sakhula maybe afike esigabeni sethi soba ngibabe still solo lenzaba yeenga unayo
exactly sis bese sekuba ukhanza sekudala naletinye into edendeka kumuntu nje asaphila angibekise nje sifike kulesikhathi lesila abantu labaningi ba retrenchiwe labanye bavele balahlekelwa ngile misebenzi tonke le nto leti kunema stresses zabo kodwa nje ya bese ke ziyakwanza sivele abantu sebaphathana kabi ke ngandlela ukuthi into solodibhunguzele kude nalokukhuluma ngiba ngile indzaba lekuthenini ingabe vele kuntiwa kanjani ukuthi bobabe bakhona ukubhoboka basibobaba babhoboka ya nami ngibe nawo nje into yokuthi into letiningi
kukhona lo
ngathi ya sengingathkhuluma nje ngithula isikejalo sami nakangenda nje wendana ngenda so lo umcoka sisibekuthenini abantu bakhona lokuthi bakhulume babhoboka communication masemcoka emakhaya naloku ukuthi ke ezikusaphela kusakhuliswa abantwana bathi lokunye lokufaka sandla ukhanze ukuthi uyakhula lo mntwana ncike kajantsini co-parenting ngoba nansahlali kanye ngalo kwanze sekuphela lici lo mfana ngakamboni loyise but these are some of the things that turn out kuqhamuke bakhule bafana labede la in lama values njengoba
bekuthe la sisho ukuthi kufuna lemvo ayimunye kubabe
exactly manje uhamba sinakutekele into leyo ke bese lo muntu loyo sekukhula lijale tawukhanda ukuthi seliba inkingi ngalokuthi the male voice bengekho
sitawuthini ke magwabane ngoba kulesikhathi lesi babanenge bambu angithi sibanenge la kukhanze ukuthi maybe khona sidala isikhathi maybe singale kwale mishado lave nje magwabane baningi mabule ngathi mina kunasamo umfana unaye bathi babe usitawuthini ke itawuthini ke le generation letako nangabe ngidathi mina wami umfana vele utawukhula without the male voice lokusho lo mfana utawukhula vele sikhulisa ithini sikhulisa generation letaba netinkinga
kude sisiphila seyivele seyivele ingodo seyingindle
shothi le tinhlangano etinemsebenzi lomningi magwabane kuphinde shothi funa babiyele phansi emimangweni bayisifundisela labamfana ekuthenini nangabe ungumfana wemfana kufuna ukuthi ukhule kaso basele bafaka le voice lebe ingekho phela yababa
nemabandla nemabandla nawo yasinseka ekuthenini nemabandla angisemabandla aletha le kuthini bantu umuntu abe ngumuntu kanze nenzima ledlalwa abafundisi sakumasoliven ekuthenini kwakho baya ku-Sunday school uthola sinoma ubaba angekho kodwa nje bama kufaka lo mvu ngale leaf la uNkulunkulu ekuthenini akwadi ukuthi kuyini kuba ngumuntu ukuphilisana nalabanye abantu uqansi niseyilapha ngoba vele is la even nje sinale problem yale teenage pregnancy lesetulo nabuke ama dropouts kude esikole angithi dingane tikole lesina kuphela umnyaka kube ne speech and prize teacher nhlo angabiki ukuthi bangaka labaphumile ngenza bese bakhulile so
size safika esigabeni sethu ayibona uhulumende ukuthi inkinga sekutheni bamfana labo labakhulelwe basafunza bothishela nhloko phela abalanze babuye maybe babhale babuye bafunze esikolweni lokuthi vele kusese inkinga lenkulu kakhulu
yeah ngoba sibe sikhulumisa nendaba le iqhubekako be 1 billion rising bayihambela emimango lapho bakhulumisana khona nemimango ukuthi ngabe vele singenda njani silive kusene nesigcine sesiqedzile indaba ayikhulubetana live ke lishayile umthetho weSODV kudama kugwema kona kuthi bantu abangahlukubetana event bonke sasulahle emarket sitawulungisa inkulumo yendlu na etempilo la lethule nayimukela imishina leqhamuka ke kuhulumende welive leShayina sihlenge seTaiwan letawusita live kuthi linciphe noma ke kubebede make nemvana loshiya ke emhlabeni nababeleka
My name is Eswatini.
It's your boy DJ Eswatini, aka DEZ. Catch me and the gang on a brand new show.
Amazing show. I'm so excited about first episode.
Hot new show for Studio One.
As you guys know, we do cover all things music and entertainment. I'm going to be doing the news aspect specifically. Our news is divided into 2 segments, into international news and then local news.
I'm going to be on the cozy couch, hosting all the guests that we have on the show.
Thanks for joining me on the cozy couch. Your performance, how did you feel about that? I loved it.
Honestly, I was ecstatic.
I'll be dealing with the hottest videos for the week. At number 1, we have Tenderness featuring Willem Seni for Love Me.
We have the same boat. He's featuring with the both of us.
It's Dana.
Number 1 DJ in Africa.
See you every Saturday at 6 p.m.
on Eswatini TV.
Studio One.
Studio One.
Studio One.
Eye on SADC, telling the African story from an African perspective. This is the only news program bringing you news, views, and interviews straight from the countries where it happened. Join me in Ndishishi Hamfungu as I take you on a journey across Southern Africa. That's on Eye on SADC, news of SADC from SADC.
Hey girlfriend, call me. Hey, my name is Gigi Callahan. And Gigi's a movie star I haven't seen in my life. I came here to say hello everyone. This is who I am. But let's go. You want a piece of me? Yeah, you know you wanna
You ain't on my swag radar.
When you choose your adventures, you do so with an open heart and a desire for the unexpected. You embark on journeys to discover new worlds, full of wonder. You choose a path to awaken your senses, a world to make you look up and realize just how inspiring this life can be. Arrive and awaken your heart. Explore life in ways only thought possible in your dreams. Discover just how far you go to expand your understanding of life's greatest mysteries. There's just one place on this planet with so much to offer. Now is the time for you to have the royal experience in the kingdom.
Sanmanan, my name is Eswatini.
It's your boy DJ Eswatini, aka BEZ. Catch me and the gang on a brand new show.
Amazing show. I'm so excited about first episode.
Hot new show for Studio One.
As you guys know, we do cover all things music and entertainment. I'm going to be doing the news aspect specifically. So our news is divided into two segments, into international news and then local news.
I'm going to be on the cozy couch, hosting all the guests that we have on the show. So much for joining me on the cozy couch. Your performance, how did you feel about that? I loved it.
Honestly, I was ecstatic. I'll be dealing with the hottest videos for the week. At number 1, we have Tenderness featuring Seni for Love Me.
We have the same boat.
You don't know
He's
Nana.
sleeping with the both of us.
It's Nana.
Number 1 DJ in Africa.
See you every Saturday at 6 p.m.
on Eswatini TV.
Studio One.
Studio One.
Studio One.
Because 9 minutes before 7 siyaqhubeka nalo hlelo namhla ekseni lihulumende weShayina eTaiwan ubambisa kuyaqhubeka nekubambisa live sihlanganisa netiningi kakhulukazi nje la ka health because la yes le issue yokuhamba emhlabeni kwabomake nababeleka I think issue lekhona cishe emaveni lamaningi la Africa lasathuthuka
kunjalo makwabane njengoba ngibekisile ukuthi bathi live lemali ngelo lelihamba embili kakhulu about 30% wabomake nebamfana bashiya emhlabeni sinela vence sek 2.6% I think so isesenombolo lengathi iphasanyane kakhulu kuyajabulisa kubona emavela njengabo Taiwan asibambisa ekuthenini noma kungu 2.6% but still kusekhona abomake labashiyako emhlabeni nabo bamfana basabeleka.
Ngiyakhumbula nje ukuthi I think 3 weeks ago yona Taiwan beyibambisana na World Vision ekuthenini kunabomake la ba 500 yini bangala kubonjeni labantu awuthola imali ekuthenini bakhone ukuthi labatetfele yes bomake labatetfele bakhone siba emtholampilo bakhone nesibadle kahle because the issue lekhona leyo ukuthi kuthiwa la lelibonjeni specifically bayaphutha kuya emtholampilo nasebatethwele bomama
kani makwabane nalendzaba yokuthi make naka lesigaba sekukhulela kwa kumcwa kakhulu lokuthi anakeke even na mentally kuze phela tophuma umfana angiloyela philile I think it's one of the things that they contribute ke kuthenini make nakabeleka agcine mepha umfana ashiya emhlabeni naye makashiya emhlabeni ukuthi uphathe kanjani kule period yakhe lapha tetfele
because asendluliseke yona induna yetempilo lezinkosi bonga kakhulu kuhulumende olive leShayina sihlengese Taiwan ngicubeka kubahambisa elive leSwatini kakhulu kuqinisa nje ihlangosi letempilo le mission ayivetile induna ukuthi itawunike tibhelela letiningi eveni kodwa siqiniseke ukuthi bomake labatetfele bayasitakala noma sebabeleka bayasitakala.
Lo msebenzi uyingcenye yemsebenzi wesigaba sesibili salo msebenzi labasita kuthina njengelitiko ekutheni sinciphise kufa kwabomake nekufa kwetinswane lekubangelwa ukuthi kube netifo zithile letentekako lapha nakubelekiswana. Dr. Zwane uphakamisele isikelo sokubelekisa lelesi jubinongwane ukuthi wonke umntwana lobelekwako kufuna inongwane ijutshwe ngalokufanele nalokuhlobile nalokutawonta ukuthi kungabi netifo netimfo letitsite letingenako lapho. Le equipment noma letinfo letilapha lamuhla titawusebenta emaklinikhi lamanengi lasukela lathathela eNazarene latawenda ukuthi bantfwana tinswane natibeleka tiphatheke kahle nabomake nababeleka babeleke banakekeleke ikakhulu njengoba beka Lusiba la emavikini lamabili emva kokuthi umuntu abeleke kufuna ukuthi asonzelele edude kakhulu ukuze kungabi khona tifo letitsite letiba khona. Letinto ke letifika ngesikhathi lesikahle ngoba phela solo siphokophelele kulelo phupho lengwenyama la 2022 nema SDGs lawa ka UN ma Sustainable Development Goals a 2030 ekutheni ngaleso sikhathi sidawuba abantu batabe baphilile netifo tinciphile kude lusele ngaphandle lapha ekutholeni twetempilo. Lusiba indzaba lenkhulu lesinayo ingcinamba lenkhulu lesinayo lapha eveni ukuthi tibalo tethu tikhombisa kwekuthi bomake labang 452 kulabang 100,000 nebantfwana labang 20 kulabang 1,000 solo bayasishiya basishiye ngekuthi ngetindlela lengabe tivikelekile. Lo msebenzi lowentiwako ke lamuhla wenta tintfo letinengi thatha taba letinengi ukuthi sikwehlise lokho kufa kwabomake. Ngiyasiyacela ke njengelitiko kuLusiba ne-team yakhe ukuthi phela letibalo leliceda kutimemetela nyalo solo kwentiwa nga-2014 lolo cwaningo sekufika isikhathi-ke ukuthi simane sesiphindze sibuke ukuthi sesikuphi ngoba letindzaba tele 2014 nalo msebenzi osewendekile kule minyaka lengu-7 ledlulile akubonakali ngasi kwenta umehluko. Kuyadzingeka ukuthi siphindze sente licwaningo ngaphambi kokuthi siphindze sephethe le program sibukete yona. Ngiyacela-ke kuLusiba nebaka ICDF ukuthi basibambise ukuthi sente lucwaningo lotawuphangisa nje sitobona sithombe lesingcono ne-improvement leseyendekile ngoba siyayibona lephansi nalapha kubomake kodwa lapha etinombolo lethu sola yikhombisa. Mphasi hlelo lamuhla semukela tintfo tekusita etibhedlela netekuvikela kulimala nekugula kwabomake netinswane letibita emalangeni latigidzi letiyimfica netinkhulungwane letinkhulungwane letingu ngemakhulu lamahlanu nesikhombisa 9,570,000 loku khombisa loko ngale mali yasemelika ingu 660,000 wemadola. Lusiba nawe PS lokhu sibhekile ukuthi kutasisita kakhulu ukuthi bomake baphephe netinswane tiphephe lapha natiboleka nakubabeleka. Letinto letila tibuka titincane kodwa tidule kakhulu nekuthi-ke Lusiba siyakuthembisa ukuthi le njengoba letinye lenatiletsa tisebenta kahle tiyanakekelekwa naleti titawuchubeka sitinakekele ukuthi sitsite. Sibonga kakhulu-ke kuleto tibhedlela tese-Taiwan letibambisene nahulumende khona iChai Christian Hospital bona labasupporta sifundza sakamanzini naseseshiselweni ne-Hualien Tsuchi Hospital lesisupporta sifundza saselibombo nakahoho. Siyabonga ukuthi umsebenzi kubambisana nahulumende we-Taiwan lebawendako lapha eveni kusibambisa uchubekela embili ukhombisa nema-results lamahle. Silitiko-ke sedlulisa kubonga lokukhulu kuhulumende we-Taiwan nalama-teams lasebentako kakhulu. Siyawudumisa umsebenzi lebawendako lephasi, siyawudumisa umsebenzi lwendiwa sibhedlela sase-RFM nalama-clinics lebawasupportako lapho letintfo letitiya khona ukuthi siyabakhutsata ukuthi bachubeke kubanjiswane sente lo msebenzi ukuze live liphile.
Indvuna yetempilo malanga lamahleli izinkosi iboka wona umsebenzi noma kubanjiswa kona live le-Taiwan live le-China sihlenge se-Taiwan ekuthenini phela sinciphise tona inombolo tabomake nebamfana labashiyako emhlabeni uma make abeleka.
Nembala bongosi, it's a minute before 7 asibahleleke imakethe sitawubuya sazenza abantu isibili talo mhla ekseni. You're watching the Monday edition of Kusile Breakfast Show. Good morning wherever you are in the kingdom.
This weekend on Supersport. On Saturday, the Copper Queens look to make a statement on their Olympic debut. Electrifying Formula E action lights up the streets of London. And former UFC champ TJ Dillashaw makes his return against the surging Sandman. Then on Sunday, swimmers are out for a taste of gold at the Tokyo Aquatic Center. Nigeria's D-Tigers roar into their opening 5v5 clash against Australia. And who will step into the major winner circle at the Evian Resort Golf Club? Up your game this weekend on Supersport.
Tani malanga chocolate. Noma mfo ngitshitho ngithanda love ngicala kabusha love bongos.
Awusafaka na 20 rand.
Kuphi mina thumane yathi
lo gift edike ukusebenzisa uthakhonza uphilo ubeke singwa etafuleni.
Ngina sengimelele umngane wami bese sihamba sophanda.
Shemu ngichasha maye mahle ebonile.
Ngafuna ukuthi le project ingawa ngikhona nami ngoba angisiyo umuntu othandza ukuthi into ingafa ngikhona. Isine life nesiyakiyo umuntu ngangemuntu. Kuyafuna at least abe nawo 3 ma skills in life.
Mina ngibonga kakhulu ngoba so ngatsala ukusebenza lo msebenzi abathina ngisupport labantu.
Ukela nguvusela ngikwamukele endzabeni desibili talo mhla ekseni ehleleni Kusile breakfast show libito lami ngidingithini kule. Induna yetembilo lezinkosi ithi ke imibiko yemkhuhlane iCovid-19 kubheka ukuthi yenyuke bese kancane kancane iyehla. Induna ke icela sive ukuthi sigweme kuhlangana ngoba lokho ngikona kubhebhetela kakhulu kwanza kwalomkhuhlane eve.
Live leSwatini solo liyachubeka nekuthola imibiko lemisha yomkhuhlane iCovid-19 lesetulu njalo ngelanga. Ngemgcibelo live litfole ukuthi kunebantu labangu 531 labatfolakele nalomkhuhlane kanti ke labasihlanu basishiyile emhlabeni. Indvuna yelitiko letempilo lizinkosi yithi sive asiyekele kuhlangana.
Kwanyalo vele lo mkhuhlane ukwa kakhulu. Ubangelwa ukuthi akusesiko nje ukuthi uthelelwe ngubani. Ngesingisi basisene community transmission. Kusho sola emkhathini wethu sonke nje lo mkhuhlane. Besikubhekile ukuthi sina singabambisana singaye emicimbini lapha kunebantu labaningi khona kanti kude kahle umoya kusebusika nyalo asikhona ukuhlala sivule amafastelo sikushaya umoya sikhweshelane sigeze tandla sifake ama mask sonke isikhathi lokho kutasisita ukuthi sine njengesive sitibuyise kunombolo sitibuyise phasi.
Sibe sesikhulumisana nesive kuthi engabe siyayilandzela yini lemigomo kanti sibeke kanjena.
Asama abukeke lenye indlela ke langasama ukuthi same kuyifikela ngayo hayi lokuthi sibe sekufaka lesifonyo ngoba lesifonyo nje ngibeke sengisuka kamanzini nje labanye nje uthola ukuthi sesiphethwe ifuba yabo manje sifuba sidinga ukuthi uphefumule nje yabo manje bakusolo uphefumulela la sifonyweni thola umoya yaphefumula uphinde uyabuya yabo thola indlela ngihambayo yinze kakhulu yabo
ukuthi bantu isikhathi esiningi abakhoni lokutivikela kahle. Lokunye uthole njengoba ngisuka le namhlanje ngisuka amanzi amnyama solo ngihamba ngasifaka isifoni ngidibana ngakho abantu endleleni more than 500 nami vele ngibathelele bonke mangabe nginazo.
Ngicabanga ukuthi angalandela lo mgomo lo shiyo ngihulumende noma ke lo shiyo ngibezempilo mhlambe lokho kungahamba ke bese sekuba ngcono and futhi ke nangabe mhlambe kakhulukazi nalama taxi igcine nalomlayezo loshiwo bo government.
Kungumanje umbiko welitiko letempilo walomkhuhlane uveta ukuthi bantu lesebatfolakele nawo lapha even bangetulu kwa 22,000 bese kuthi ke labashile emhlabeni bona bangetulu kwa 700 kanti ke labaluleme kulomkhuhlane ngemgcibelo bebeme ku 19,769. Etindzabeni bika Sondomlangeni eMbabane.
Kulendvosa yaselishikishini eMangayane lekhipheke umkayo ekhathi nebusuku ngalusini yaseke ishisa likhaya layo ngezathu sekuthi bakade bangaboni ngasolinye. Kuthiwa ke le ndvosa akusikwe kuqala ukuthi into esento lesifana nalesi njoba nakulomunye umfati wayo yake yakwenda lokho.
Batali bathulane Mkhabela elushikishini eMangayane bahlala bathandazela ukuthi bangamelwa inhlitiyo ngesizathu sekuthi indvodzana yabo isinjalo nayicabene nebafati bayo ilumeke likhaya layo ngemlilo. Ngalesine ebusuku kuleli viki Thulane Mkhabela losebentela iPiet Retief eNingizimu Afrika kuthiwa ufike ekhaya lakhe watshela umkakhe ukuthi akaphume aphele aye kubo. Kusenjalo uvele walumeka indlu yabo ngemlilo. Kwaba kuthi abuthe impahla takhe abuyele kuboke umkakhe. Daniel Mkhabela lombabi waThulane uthi abasadi ukuthi bathini ngoba Thulane uyathanza kudlala ngemlilo nakacabene nalekavana nabo.
Wathi masabuya lapho wathi yebaba ubokwenza nje. Sengishisile mina lomkhukhu lapha endle. Wathi ngenze nje kodwa akasho ngolethi ngenzeni. Manje ubokwenza nje baba lomkhukhu sengishisile lapha wathi mina hawu sekwenze njani abesuka hamba usekhaya kubo.
Ngekuvumelana kwemndeni.
Ngokuvumelana kwabo bobabili.
Simfuneke ngelicingo samthola Thulane kani bekase Piet Retief khona ke South Africa sambuta ukuthi bacabaniswe yini kangaka nemkakhe lemende athi ashise likhaya lakhe.
Ngicela lokungayikhulumi embantu abakethu bona kwentekile lokuleni kubonile. Naye ngatheza ukuthi aphume aphila. Ngoba lethi izathu tabo dinge noma ke naye bekane kwakhe lokwabe sekuba ngetulu ke kona lokwaba ngetulu nje nako kwaba kubi kakhulu la kwenda manje so mina ngafika ukuthi ngiphanze ukuthi umuntu ahambe aphila ngazi ngimbeke esandla noma ngimlimate vele kwenteka nakona lokho naye ngamthiba ukuthi ahambe aphila ngoba angifuni nje ngiboshe ukuthi ngibulele umuntu.
Kuthiwa kakusiko kokuqala akwenda lokho ngoba nemfati wakhe lomunye naye wenda sona leso. Sikhuluma bobabili basemakubo. Induna yemcuba khona elishikishini Beckton Mbadlamini ithi sebake baya kaMkhabela kuyokhuta.
Ngigcineke sengiyile kitolo wasayoshifa ngiye ngiyokhuta lo mkhuhlana lo khona lo abawenda kulena le emlilo ngoba kushiswa amahlathi khona le kule yandzawo. Sekushiswa ke lelikhaya kuyo le yandzawo. So bengiyile kitolo ngayokhuta ke.
Umthetho we-Sexual Offences and Domestic Violence Act ngeminyaka wanga-2018 yasigcika ke sento sekuhlukubetana noma sekulimata impahla kubantu labathandzanako. Umqondisi wakaswaga noNhlanhla Dlamini simkhulumisa ngelicingo ngalondzaba uthide lokunje bangesabi kokubika labafati lababili njengoba bahlukumetekile ingungu yemathemba ihlala ivule etandla. Lobucala ke bubukiwe emaphoyiseni aseMangayane. Betindzaba talomsakato babese bayambonisa Thulane ukuthi abone labaluleka ngengqondo asitakale nakanenkinga yendvukuthelo wabangulovako. Etindzabeni ngingiyani Msibi ngiselushikishini.
So uqalile ke umsebenzi wekufakwa kweprobase emgwaqweni lokemakilometha la12 losuka kaNcesi uyawufika kaMtshopane kanti ke lomgwaqo ngilapho kuhlangana khona inkundla yaseNkhaba nenkundla yaseMaphalaleni. Takhamuthi takulendzawo tikuthuketela kakhulu ke kuqala kwalomsebenzi.
Kufakwa kweprobase kulomgwaqo kuqale ngalesihlanu. Lo msebenzi uchubekile nanome kwashiswa emaloli lamathathu emavikini lambalwa ngesikhathi kunemsindvo lapha eveni. Le probase itawufakwa libanga lelingamakilometha la12. Sivele simbalwa lesixoxisene naso sithi sayijabulela lentuthuko.
Ngithokoto kakhulu lesibonako la enzaweni yakithi ngoba nalinile besingakhona kuye emadolobheni.
Ngabula kakhulu sibaka mncina ngoba umgwaqo beside kulendzawo siyakhona khati imoto tiyakhona kuhamba emakhumba yakhona kuhamba nebetempilo bayakhona kufinyelela kithi siva sijabula kakhulu sibaka mncina.
Mina ngicela nje ukubonga kakhulu iprobase ukuthi isizile yafaka umgwaqo mina ngisuke ehlangano mina ya sebayakhona imoto kuhamba ezinye emakhaya kusena intuli yabo.
Ngibonge inkampani ya Probase, ngibonge uhulumende wakangwane, ngibonge nabo bonke labafaka isandla ukuthi Probase ibe khona kangwane eMaswati etindzaweni Incumbi ngicabanga ukuthi sekungcono sekuhlukile.
Lo msebenzi kubhekeke ukuthi uphele mhla tingamashumi 30 enyangeni yeNgci. Etindzabeni uphiyalungelela Makagola atithombe ngisonto mlangeni kaNcesi.
Ihlangano yabantu labanesifo sekuwa kuleli epilepsy organization ithi-ke Solomon kude amaphilisi alabana lesifo edibhedlela lokwenda ukuthi labana lesifo basaleke sibavuka kanengi. Umcondzisi walenhlangano Mbuso Muni Mahlalela ucela-ke uhulumende ukuthi abaside ukuthi abe khona lamaphilisi emtholampilo yakuleli.
Benhlangano yalabanesifo sekuwa i-Epilepsy Organization esikhatsini lesengcile bake baba nesikhalo ngekubabete kwamaphilisi alabana lesifo lesekubaphilisa kametima. Ngekusho komcondzisi walenhlangano Mbuso Muni Mahlalela namanje solokude umehluko kani labana lesifo sesibavukela safuthi bavukwe ngama-seizure attacks.
Nalena labathenga lamaphilisi big government stores kufuna amakhathi nathi sibe part and parcel makwendiwa nje kupreparishela ukuthi kuthengwa ngekota noma kuthengwa ngeminyaka kwadeke ukuthi sithi nathi le nombolo uyayibona ukuthi seyikhulile seyinombolo lengaka ngoba uma batawenda bodvana uma kudele office labafike bakhale kubo bantu ukuthi sesiphelwe ngamaphilisi bayeleka Epilepsy Organization uyabona vele ukuthi ngeke kuze agcile lamaphilisi aka-epilepsy akhona. Ngalesi sizathu sekwekuthi asibi angathi thini maybe leyo policy or protocol or whatsoever le ngento lokuthi nathi sibe part and parcel uma benta i-budget uma banele retreat yabo kulungisela ukuthi sesibheka ngakuphi inyalo inombolo lengaka emaphilisi either e-TB noma elopanja HIV epilepsy as well. Onke lamaphilisi lo kanza ukuthi akabe ngemaphilisi lo wasebenzisa for good ungawayekela. Kwenteka konje na labantu kanza ukuthi noma ngabe lesija bekaba nayo kanye ngemaviki lamabili ukanza ukuthi nelilanga seyiyamenda lesija imende noma kabili noma kathathu nelilanga. So uyabona lokuthi vele sengibabayi.
Mahlalela ucana labahlala nalabana lesifo ukuthi babanake kakhulukazi ngoba kusede amaphilisi abo kwanyalo nalabane timpawu ke labati ukuthi bete lesifo basheshe baye etibhedlela babonakala ukuthi banaso yini. Induna yetempilo lizenkosi sikhuluma naye licingweni ithi ikhona lefikile imithi lebe kuyinkinga nje yi-epilim. Etindzabeni ngingiyani Msibi embabane letinye tithombe titholakele ku-internet.
Kufundiswa kwesive ngebungoti bekwela emifula igcwele kuwendile umehluko enciphiseni imbiko yekumita kwabantu emifuleni yakuleli. Kusho kwelisekela lalochumanisa sive nemaphoyisa noSipho Mnguni lehovisi letinhlambe emaphoyiseni litawuchubeka nekuvakashela imimango kufundisa ke sive ngekuphepha emfuleni nasemadamini.
Siqubulo salonyaka sekugubha lusuku lokuvikela kumida sithi noma ngubani angamida kepha kude lokufanele ukuthi amide. Lolu suku lolu kwelihlose kwatisa sive njengoba imibiko yamhlabuhlangene iveta ukuthi njalo ngeminyaka bantu abangetulu kwa 200,000 bayamida. Lokhu kufaka ekhathi nebantfana. Lisekela lemchumanisi wesive nemaphoyisa noSipho Mnguni uchaza ngetinhlelo letikhona letilwa nekumida.
Singamaphoyisa ke sithandza kusho ukuthi sisetawuchubeka siyifundzise yona imango ngaleti indlela ngoba phela kufunza kuba kuhle ngako kona ukuthi uphinze ubantu ubakhumbute njalo njalo. Sibonile nje ekuqaleni kwalomnyaka ngabhimbithwane lapho khona kube nesehlakalo lapho bekune litulu lelive likhulu kakhulu icyclone Eloise lapho khona silahlekelwe umphefumulo nje leminingana kuleso sikhathi lapho bekuna lelitulu. Amaphoyisa ke aphuma vele ngetinkhani asebenza ebusuku nemini bafuna labo bantu le bese kubonakala ukuthi bemuke nawo emandi ene ngenhlahla ke futhi lenhle sabona ukuthi emaphoyisa enda umsebenzi lomhle kakhulu ngoba labo bantu lebe kubikwe ukuthi balahlekile bevagcine batholakele banikwe imindeni lapho ukhonda ubona ukuthi bayakhona kubafihla ngesizotha. Siyajabula ke singemaphoyisa kusho ukuthi sitawuchubeka siye emimangweni siye nasetikolweni kumbe nasetivuliwe tikolwa siqhubeke sifundzise ngoba siyathi sonke ukuthi kusika nabo sebuyenza sekutawungena lona lihlobo lekusho ukuthi litulu selitawubuya imifula itawugcwala nemadamu kanjalo. sithi awuqhubeka ke sifundise abantu ukuthi umfula logcwele noma losangenisile ubona ngani nekuthi ke nasekwentekile udivene nalomfula lo sagcwele ngalendlela ubese wenda njani ukuze sigweme ukuthi kula silahlekelwe imiphefumulo kanti ke nasemakhaya sitawuqhubeka futhi sibakhumbude ukuthi naku sike savuna silahlekelwa vanifana ngekugcumukele emabhakedeni ngekuthi ke siyathi ukuthi litulu nalina emakhaya siyayikhongotela layo mandi emabhakedeni sibekele phela ukuthi sidawasebenzisa kodwa ke akungabeseke lokho sekuphinze kuletha sililo ekhaya.
Umbiko lokhishwe ngumhlabuhlangene uveta ukuthi kumita lokunyendi kwenteka emifuleni emakhaya lapho kugcinwa khona emanti kanye naseticojeni. Etindzabeni kubika Sondomlangeni nginalungelele Magagula eMbuluzi.
Sive saselushikishini eMangayane sibonga uhulumende ngelibhuloho leselisetulu ngekwakhiwa leselithathe isikhathi lesithe seloke lingakhiwa. Libhuloho lelincane lisikhinyabede ngoba lincane nje kanti ke lisheshe ligqwale nalinile litulu kubese ke akusahambeki.
Sive lapho khona kwahamba umphefumulo kunali libloho lapha elushikishini kulela laseMangayane. Hulumende ke wathembisa ukuthi litawakhiwa masinyane libloho leli kahle. Sekucisheke kuphela iminyaka lefika kulesihlanu solo nani kwakhiwa. Lokujabulisa ke ukuthi emva egcineni seliyakhiwa libonakala futhi selisetulu. Sibe sisikhulumisa ke Sive selena ndzawo ukuva ukuthi ingabe sitiva njani nganali libloho lelisha leselakhiwa.
Elinkinga lenkulu lelibloho ukuthi nje lingana kancane sekugcwele lomfula ke lona uyangenisa kubonakala lazelana kancane ngathi lengenhla ngathi kwentekani bese lamanti engcasa amaningi kakhulu.
Into engijabulela la ukuthi noma uqhamuka le sozoqhamuka wazi ukuthi akunakuvimbeka ndawo kuze la ngizofika ngime khona zoqhamuka ebhlohweni leliphephile
samba ukuthi into singena hlobo hlabe seliphelile.
Biso sethu bekungathi lingaphela masinyane ngoba nyalo kutata imvula kungenteka noma ngayini njengale minyaka endlulile.
Kwahamba imiphefumulo la etinyangeni letiphelile ngisho nesigulumba senkapani naso sike sabhajwa khona la umfula ugcwele njalo nje uma linile litulu kuba ngilongesheya.
Sibeseke sikhulumisana bucopho walena ndzawo lenaye avala ke sekuthokota kuhulumende wase bayasebenzisana nalabakha leli bhuloho.
Timoto bese tingazakhona kuwela kunemoto nje lebeyilayishe tingati tetigulane kwakubita ukuthi kuphindze futhi isigulane tiyothathwa kabusha ingwadi ngekuthi sekuphele isikhathi solomfula ungeji sekuthi ingadi ifuna iyofika elaboratory kwabita ukuthi iphindze tiguli tithathwe kabusha ingadi nemkhicito ke sinetihlahla la tamontiki umkhicito bongasakhona kuwetiseka ngesizathu sokuthi umgwaqo akuhambeki.
Siveselana ndzawo ke siyacela ukuthi engase lingaphela masinyane njengoba uma timvula tinile emanti ahamba ngetulu kuleli bhuloho kube ngilongesheya bese ke basabela timpilo tabo kungenci khumbi kungenci moto. Etindzabeni ngugiyane Msibi nginamduduzi lukhele elushikishini.
Mapalane wekomiti lelibukeke kwakhiwa kwesikole se-Edlozini High School ngaphansi kwenkundla yaseMaphalaleni Mandla Manana uthi kumcoka ukuthi bantwana besikole bangahambe amabanga lamase uma ke baya esikoleni ngoba bese bayakhathala endleleni. Uthi ke kuyabajabulisa batakhamuti talendzawo ukuthi sekutawuba khona isikole lesiphakeme kulendzawo.
Lesikolo asicale kwakhiwa ngeminyaka wa 2020 ngenyanga yeLweti emva kokuthi kube nesicelo lesisuka esiveni sakulendzawo sekuthi kube nesikolo lesiphakeme lesithutane njengoba lesithutane sisensuku 2 lekusigaba lesingama-kilometer la10. Lesikolo asakhiwa ngu-micro project ngekubambisana nesive sakulendzawo. Sive kulomsebenzi sabambisa micro project ngekubhaka titini tekwakha lesikolo. Mapalane welikomiti lelibuke kwakhiwa kwalesikolo Amandla Manana uthi kwanyalo kusekwakhiwe emagumbi lamathathu.
Siqale ngana iblock lesibonako ina 3 classrooms emva kwaloko wasakhela nama toilets endasi. So following step kumele ukuthi micro project asakhele no staff room nelanzethe isigaba tama teachers quarters. Akutaba sita kakhulu bantwana balenzayo ngoba nje oba bengibekisile ukuthi bababe distance lenze nangabekisa isikole lesithutane nathi silabo 10 kilometers kusuka la uye kuso. So kuba likhulu for bantwana ukuthi bafike khona in time bashifuna basheshe bavuke ebusuku bafike esikoleni sebadziniwe balambile.
and nalina kuba i-problem kakhulu bafika athi incwadi timandi nabo bagcina seba netifo leti bangamakhata.
Mandla uthi kubhekeke ukuthi lesikolwa sicale kusebenta ngeminyaka lotako. Etindzabeni kubiyalungelela Makakula naSonto Mlangeni eDlozini.
Losibambe kuba ngumphathi wenhlangano ledlasaka emidlalo ema-Olympics kuleli Maxwell Jela uthi ke bayinhlangano bachubeka nekubamba imihlangano netinhlangano tema-Olympics kulamanye amave la khona eJapan lapho kuchubeka khona imidlalo ema-Olympics yalonyaka. Jela ke uthi lokuhamba embili kule tinkulumo kutama kubuka indlela tingijimi takulele kuthi ke tingasizakala kanjani endzabeni kwenyusa lizinga lemidlalo lapha eveni.
Kusachubeka imidlalo yema-Olympics 7 laseJapan labaphethe inhlangano yemidlalo yema-Olympics kuleli Eswatini Olympics and Commonwealth Games Association lokungumengameli Adam Bomba Mthethwa kanye naMaxwell Jele lobambe kuba ngumabhalane lomkhulu walenhlangano bangenele imihlangano leyahlukahlukene naletinye tinhlangano tema-Olympics kulamanye amave. Ngekusho kwaMaxwell Jele lobambe kuba ngumabhalane lomkhulu walenhlangano yemidlalo yema-Olympics kuleli lemihlangano itawusita kakhulu live kanye netingijimi takuleli ukuthi lizinga lemidlalo yema-Olympics kuleli likhule lize lifike ezingeni lemhlaba.
We are equally busy in our place, meeting other NOCs and just interacting and equally also engaging the International Olympic Committee, the officers regarding programs that we can look forward to. It is also worth mentioning that the next games are only 3 years away, which is going to be in 2024 in Paris. So it's equally important for us to start preparing for those games and creating networks, especially looking at opportunities and opening opportunities for exchange programs, whereby we can perhaps learn from what other NOCs are doing and vice versa.
Kanzi lamalunga lamabili ahola lenhlangano kuleli avakashele tingijimi takuleli lapho khona tihlala khona kuchubeka nekutikhutata kutsi tichubeke kutimisela ekumeleleni live kule midlalo. Kule tingijimi letimelele live munye wato Thabiso Dlamini wemidlalo wesibhakela sewuvele uphumile kule midlalo kanzi lithemba kwanyalo lisele kuleto temidlalo wekubhukusha lokungu-Robin Young kanye naSimanga Dlamini lokubheke ukuthi tidlale mhla ka-30 kule nyanga lesetulu kanye naSibusiso Mtsenjwa wemidlalo wamatubane lokubheke ukuthi yena agijime mhla ka-3 kule nyanga letako. Lobikela umsakato Eswatini TV kutemidlalo ngilinda Dlamini naFabrice Msonera kaze tithombe tichamuka eqenjini lakuleli liseJapan.
Ngokusingale temidlalo sitibambe lapha ke ndzaba tesibili italo mhla ekseni ehlelweni Kusile breakfast show sibahlolela imakethe sibuye siyachubeka nehlelo.
Eye on SADC, telling the African story from an African perspective. This is the only news program bringing you news, views, and interviews straight from the countries where it happened. Join me in Ndishishi Hamfungu as I take you on a journey across Southern Africa. That's on Eye on SADC, news of SADC from SADC.
Busiseka uvuseleleke wakheke emoyeni ngemculo wetenkolo bahlabeleli balapha eSwatini. Sikulethele abahlabeleli abadala nabo labasekhula emculweni wetenkolo bahlabela bukhoma lapha eSwatini. Siphinde sixoxisane kabanti ngalaba kwentako emsebentini wabo wekuhlabelela igospel konke kungidinisa simakathe. Ungaphuthelwa ngomculo wegospel khona lapha eSwatini TV. God be the glory.
Eye on SADC, telling the African story from an African perspective. This is the only news program bringing you news, views, and interviews straight from the countries where it happened. Join me in Ndishishi Hamfungu as I take you on a journey across Southern Africa. That's on Eye on SADC, news of SADC from SADC.
Busiseka, uvuseleleke, wakheke emoyeni ngomculo wetenkolo bahlabeleli balapha eSwatini. Sikulethele abahlabeleli abadala nabo labasekhula emculweni wetenkolo bahlabela bukhoma lapha eSwatini. Siphinde sixoxisane kabanti ngalaba kwentako emsebentini wabo wekuhlabelela igospel konke kungidinisa simakathe. Ungaphuthelwa ngomculo wegospel khona lapha eSwatini TV. We praise, to God be the glory.
Ngo-26 minutes after 7 bongosi siyaqhubeka nalo hlelo lomhla ekseni kanti ke lapha eJapan la kuqhubeka khona imidlalo ema-Olympics sitabele nje sinanzisele emsakade phathi zemsibi kuyasinike tasithombe sekuthi ihamba njani imidlalo licimbi lakithi lihamba njani kepha nje lokukhulu ukuthi ngemgcibelo Thabiso wakhala phansi kujala seCameroon emidlalweni yakhe siyafuna ukuthola ukuthi ingabe kusho ukuthi soyabuya yini ekhaya uqhubeka kanjani kanti ke iAfrica itholile igold medal nijala seTunisia gold medal ekuqala eNingizimu Afrika ishaye iFrance idolo nga 4-3 emidlalweni ngiyathi ukuthi imidlalo ekuseni leminyaka ngathi usukulele wena yabona
ngikhathatha indzaba yaThabiso Magwabane ekuthenini bengikubuta earlier on ukuthi kaningeke inasabeziso ya computer maybe kumaluzers final one match and then so phumile like that
ngikhumbula Fabrice nakaqazansi bathi lawa ngema kufana kuthini ma qualifier yini kusichubekele kwesinye isigaba ngasikunegaba leso suka la ungena manje isho sinyalo nje ngazi ukuthi vele ufuna buya man but ke tasithazela phathizo lo si ithini le format yakhona le ngoba uyabona ebholeni khanze ukuthi nayo group A niba ngi4 umdlalo nalabantu angakudla lo uThemba sitawudla nami usike ngabe la sibhakeleni manje kude ukuthi nasengidlale nawe ufuna ukudlala nalomunye wangidla wena
yebo khona lomunye maybe welive Magwabane maybe naye lo tawushaywa maybe sesiyabuya phela sesibuya kumaluzers maybe sekuba letigaba ukuthi ngigcine sengithola ibronze njengoba mhlanga ngithola ibronze becaba ukuthi it's something like that njengoba usho bato sichaza
but ke leyo defeat away from the defeat I think it was a great experience for him
exactly
ngeva the commentators basho ukuthi a promising boxer from Eswatini so ngiyawuthi ngalo ukuthi nje ngiyajabula nje na uvatshelele ukuthi bakhuluma nalabanye ama-LOCs ukuthi bangayibabambisa njani to improve
and to compete to leminye imidlalo outside of Eswatini as well the exposure
ngoba iqiniso lesingesibalekele ukuthi we do have the talent. Unfortunately we don't have the resources ke because the talent lesinecharisha njani ukuze libe kahle because angibekise nje ukuthi naba ama-athletes bekahle phuma ku-South Africa ayothola ama-high performance centers so nato letinto lekhanda sisifala sisitele into le
I think ngilendzaba ekwesekeleka ngetimali Magwabane ngoba kulamanye emave nje nasikhuluma ngetindzaba temidlalo kuba nemali tinkampani thile letawusponsorisha labamvu baphila ngale talenta labo ngoba liqiniso lithi mina nje ngidatshela ukuthi ngingigijima lapha even but ekhaya nginophila ngane ngifuna ngihlale lambabani ngirente ngidodlane kufuna impilo iphindze ichubeke so khanze sengicala leminye imisebenzi on the side la ngala kuleli talent lami maybe sengifaka i-energy lencane
ngoba angithi ngifune bese so understand as lama sports sine sikuphi nawo ngoba sine sesangekho lapha eTulu la kuthiwa khona seba computer lapha sine vele siselapha amateur so vele umsebenzi wethu sesemningi kakhulu so kufuna sinangabe sina ngoba ukhanze ukuthi tasasikazi singanani kwakhala omunye Thabiso ukhuluma jelenge ukuthi the next Olympics angathi 2023 2024 in 3 years time kufanele sibe siphinze simixe lenye iboxer if it's not Thabiso so kufanele siphinze simaka Thabiso exactly nakungithabiso kufanele bese ka improve vile ngonyalo I think not probably but awukhona ukuthi bakhe emadile eJapan nalamanye ama LOCs babambise sibe namanye ama athletes aqhamuke ngoba njoba besike sayivele nje kusenini besinaphumlile sekhona nyalo ke lo myelo sakhona but mahlaleni but sibe kunganani lesikhathi kudominate aphumlile kuphela same issue yabo matsenjo yabona ansiphumlile bekashiwa nguwe kuphela kwasuka wena wababethu lo shiya phumlile kusenza lesithi wangikhanda qhamuka mahlaleni salimala lo sinxebe kube ukuthola kunawe ukutaba nguwe naphumlile
phela nami ngasela lokunakeka
yabona
lokunaka ngile nurturing
wasinawo washoda ngale
ngashoda ngale nurturing alaka lamahle solo sehlelweni kusile breakfast show kungumsombuluko kulesikhathi manje sithawe itolo sichubeka nalo luhlelo kusile good morning.
When you choose your adventures, you do so with an open heart and a desire for the unexpected. You embark on journeys to discover new worlds full of wonder. You choose a path to awaken your senses, to feel the rush of life overwhelm you, a world to make you look up and realize just how inspiring this life can be. You ask, and we give you the royal experience. Arrive and awaken your heart. Explore life in ways only thought possible in your dreams. There are but a few places on earth so special, so unique, and so spectacular, where it becomes the rite of passage for the ambitious travelers, the courageous souls, to all have the one and only royal experience. That day when you look deep into your heart and leap into an ancient world so very different from your own, where magic, beauty, and love are shared forever, then you will have a new experience. There is just one place on earth where the people make you feel a part of their kingdom, where you just might volunteer to awaken spirits, enrich minds, and work alongside communities to build, motivate, and inspire. This is truly the royal experience. When you dream of a different world, beyond the ordinary, beyond time, discover just how far you'll go to expand your understanding of life's greatest mysteries. There's just one place on this planet with so much to offer.
Are made great by becoming small. We are exalted when we're humble.
kwaba khona umncintiswano lomkhulu.
Sibuye sifunde kubala nangetifo temtimba.
Lamuhla ke sibukede emehlo.
Bese-ke qagela ukuthi sigcina ngani. Ngimlayeto kancane.
Ligama lami nginguTenkosi Dlamini, ngifunda libanga lesikhombisa eMathapa Government Primary School. Kungaba kuhle nakuwe mngani ukuthi usibhalele ku-email yethu lethi siyakhula@gmail.com noma usibhalele enombolweni yethu ya WhatsApp lethi 78265732.
Njalo ngoLwesibili Eswatini TV.
Why should we pay our TV license?
The content on our local television is actually more up to date. The industry is enhanced.
It is a criminal offense not to pay your TV license and attracts a fine of 500 emalangeni or 6 months imprisonment.
And the industry is definitely blooming, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what we have for you. But we'll be right back just after the break and we'll give you more of Miss V.
Pay my TV license. That's why I can enjoy the benefits of an enhanced industry and keep track with recent transformation.
Mommy, who paid for a TV license and what are they paying for?
The owners of TV set and a gadget with a tuner like DVD set have to pay.
Pay your TV license at NetBank with the details provided on screen. Or use your cell phone via the mobile money pay. You could also visit your nearest post office and pay there. Pay your TV license via Eswatini Mobile Imali. Any TV device retailer can purchase a license to trade. Pay your TV license and enhance the industry.
Sanmanan, my name is Eswatini.
It's your boy DJ Sunday, aka BEZ. Catch me and the gang on a brand new show.
Amazing show. I'm so excited about first episode.
Hot new show for Studio One.
As you guys know, we do cover all things music and entertainment. I'm going to be doing the news aspect specifically. So our news is divided into two segments, into international news and then local news.
I'm going to be on the cozy couch, hosting all the guests that we have on the show.
So much for joining me on the cozy couch. Your performance, how did you feel about that? I loved it.
Honestly, I was ecstatic. I'll be dealing with the hottest videos for the week. At number 1, we have Tenderness featuring Willem Seni for Love Me. We have the same boat.
You don't know
He's featured with the both of us.
It's Dana.
Number 1 DJ in Africa.
See you every Saturday at 6 p.m.
on Eswatini TV.
Studio One.
Studio One.
Studio One.
Insimbi yokucedza i-HIV kanye namalalejeva.
Kubika Sibusiso Ngubane anambo Nwadube kacoma indaba kalavumisa.
Ndizabente Eswatini TV ngilingithini khule nginambo Nwadube. Sithemba bani.
lakangwane vuka uvakashe yati live lakho kabanti mbukeli. There's so much to learn and see in the kingdom of Eswatini. Sifuna futhi sikhuthaza kona ukuthi nawe wati live lakho kabanti nalokuhle lokwendekako lapha eveni lakangwane. Namambalo uyabona mbukeli ukuthi indalo is a beautiful thing. Ubukhulu baNkulunkulu buyabonakala ngendalo.
Bongosi ngo-19 minutes before 8 saqhubeka nehlelo namhla ekuseni sifuna nje ukuthola i-update seneni ngabe licembu lakithi lelitulet eJapan kuma Tokyo Olympics la qhubekako kuhamba njani nokuthola nje kusingabe vele so far i-tournament ingazi lama Olympics ahamba kanjani phathizo msizwe siyabonga sube nasi namhla ekuseni siyakhumbula ukuthi sayithola lembiko esithabisa ukhale past Saturday but ke lesifuna lokuthola ukuthi sekuphelile yini lihambo lakhe kule tournament noma unceyo ukhona kunye noKazata odlala naye
umfasele babukele LinkedIn Thabisulile Saturday against the boxer from Cameroon loku the same boxer leyamshaya ma qualifiers takhumbula ukuthi kwaba nema qualifiers lebekadlala leSenegal LinkedIn eAfrica lapho khona Thabiso watholana naleli jagu second round I think because he won his first fight wabuye wasitholana naye lamshaya leli jagu the same guy ke nguye lapha enzathulana nayo le mase draw wathola lona liphindeke lamshaya in a match lengasho ukuthi if boyibukela uyibukela uhlele ekhaya and of course mhlambe utawubana lokuba bias because uyayiSwati bobuka ngathi it's a fight lengaya either way but the referee decided ukuyicetha ingakapheli like kufana ukujika towel but that decision was taken by the referee le banayo lemvumo vele ukuyithatha leyo decision and then masobuka score cards alapho ama-judge alama-games uthola ukuthi cishe incumbi yabo bebathi 10-9 10-9 10-9 10-8 10-9 lokusho ukuthi lo mehluko bongasimkhulu ukuthi ungaze ufike to the point yokuthi rafela decide ukuyijuba le game with some few seconds left on the clock because anything can happen, knockout can come at any time. So I really didn't understand why I missile judging from in the score card Africa supporter the confusion yam ukuthi how why I missile because the score card even the judges ati it was a fine margin between the two fighters but it happened lapho khona yethabise lokusho ukuthi nyalo so buya ekhaya ngimela buye mhla ka28 I think it's about my logistics of travel hence aphutile kubuya kanikathi alwile so udoza buye mhla ka28 kuyona lenyanga abuye ekhaya so uqathile kulo yena done finished uyabuya ekhaya so buke ifuture ukuthi ngimela lungicumbe ama games LinkedIn because at the end of the year kunema world championships ngimela walungiselele kunema Commonwealth next year. There is a lot going on and I do think ukuthi but after watching that fight ngambona ukuthi the only thing they shot da komani ngaye indzaba ye ma practice games bakubita ama spirals bona akawathole enough uye South Africa just this past few weeks wayothola lawo ma few fights kani these guys from the rest of the countries they've been practicing they've been training they've been competing ma games because you'll need to compete ulwe nemuntu utibone ukuthi some kuphi thabisa akatholi lokho because you know COVID solo yathi ya break out iboxing ngayikase yavulelwa so beka jima ne punching bag ayibisela so awukhona react uyabona so nginako ke lenchansi lokunye lokumlimit ethabisa with a better preparation he was going to contain that guy
so kufanele kwenziwe njani ke problem ingakafiki lapha is it the only boxer that we have?
No, actually the only boxer kunazweli who's another good very good boxer who uselosakhula naye semncane and he's one for the future umisile yambona ukuthi no if angathola kahle the proper training, athole the proper guidance, aphile as a boxer.
Okay.
He can go far. But the problem is, well, by Senegal, Glama African qualifiers, they couldn't get the chance. But they had hopes because they were world qualifiers.
Okay.
Lapho khona basiba compete everyone lohlulekile compete go qualify ma continent up. But because of COVID, they can cancel leyo qualifying rounds. But kumele bese Paris, if I remember very well. So bagcina bangayiceceli, bagcina bangayikhona wasiyasala. Thabiso ube nenhlanhla ukuthi yena kwathiwa mase kumiswa la world qualifiers, kwase kubuka ama world rankings. Wathi mabuka ama world rankings wakhanza ukuthi number 20.
Okay.
Kwamnika ke le tickets because urenka kahle, which after the Olympics he ranked number 17 nyalo. So rank number 17, he moved 3 places up. So ngicabanga ukuthi
lokuloser nyalo
no, after the fight he
after
ranked
the
3 because it's like LinkedIn, if ulwa around your area you get 5 points for winning, you get 3 points for losing. But if ulwa internationally, you get 20 points for winning, you get 15 points for losing. So he got more points even though I lose it, but looks basically Google stage list, so which was a bonus for him. So Gumbega in a good position, even if Kutsua Guma World Championships. Ngoma ngabe kuthiwa akakhona qualifier based on because of COVID. Of course, akakhona move and all that. Nakhona ngaba na le chance because he's ranking kahle.
Okay.
Mhlawumbe angagcina athola le tickets ahamba ayokhompyutha lokuthi am set up kahle. Because what I noticed is the next events that are coming, I'm set up amnanzi ukuthi kuyembili go the next Olympics, because you better start preparing now because you've got the World Championships, you've got the Commonwealth, you've got the African Championships.
Okay.
So those are big events. There are those few that will come between those big events, but those big events will set you up nicely for Emma Commonwealth.
Okay, Pumelo boxing. Then what's next for Team Eswatini?
Team Eswatini, we're expecting a fight assuming hit Yabo Smang and Robin Young. It's expected to be on Friday.
Okay.
But we'll update more as the days come closer, as the fixture is concluded. Because Japan LinkedIn, just to bring it up, long after you change everything, go expected to go in a cyclone. Lumele hitisha the coast of Tokyo.
Okay.
La go tell abanye ma area lang na le events kon atoba affected. So it's expected to see Lama games are missed or la manyama events are missed for 1 to 4 days, between 4 days. Are missed angadlalo. So we do not really know for now. We'll see what are those areas, which are those areas, including Bonalabo swimming. But most of them are outside water games. Toba ninginga vele wona because lamanye akhona vele kusekavela postpone to Sunday because they expect it to go over before the end of the week. So kusengaba ngiloko kuthi kushintshe le fixture ngiko ngazothi we not really sure when itaba khona the events because of le lokho sokwendekile, but it is expected to start Friday maswimming.
But nje likhona nelithemba le ukuthi probably they can do it.
LinkedIn, I want to say likhona.
Okay.
But reality is lincane. You're looking at the way I'm a pro-Swazi in every thing more especially my national teams or any other team I may live outside. I am a pro-Swazi, but sometimes you just gotta be realistic. I think we have to go to a time lapho umdlali identifier based on the structure. You know, in American double said, if bakubona umutse, they see potential in basketball. Even if you basketball away they take you in, back from the basketball. Basketball. Okay. I think we have to also go to that road. If we see a player, low me say, don't body structure as a swimmer, don't body structure as a boxer, we take that player, we teach him the sport. Because talent is natural. If you hard work, you can actually be good. Because the swimmers are very good locally, very, very good. You're looking at them swim and you're like, wow. But then you tend to look at the body structure. You're like, okay, maybe they're a bit lacking, but the talent is there. sekuthi
naso mbeke nalomunye umuntu lo wasesideni
yabona mkhanza motho letuli yena kulula kumanyuva la uthin a bit thin uyakhona umuva lamandini it's easy for him so ngicabanga ukuthi we have to also identify that and fix it as a country because sport council I think it's their responsibility to help the associations ukuthi bathole kulelo zinga but otherwise our swimmers we really hoping for the best for them and then we still have sports support who's supposed to start competing the following weekend. Usasela kangwane. He's supposed to leave anytime soon this week. I think he's leaving on the 28th as well. Kuyale Japan because we figure in stages so to prepare your hits because of COVID. It can't be crowded village.
Sibukele Poland parties South Africa, ishaya France. Besinethemba elikhulu ukuthi game le bangayewina the party it wasn't to be.
And if you watch the game, it was a game low bonus fellow they deserve to win it.
Yeah.
The chances created, the way they were dominating France up until first half they missed a penalty. So it was a game I didn't really understand how they end up losing that game.
Yeah.
A very good team from South Africa, but we just didn't understand. But then it comes in the picture I would say when you're gonna select the overaged players, who you selecting? See what France did. That striker Giannick, who's playing in Mexico. Very experienced player, very experienced player, and you saw his experience. And in South Africa, they needed that because if you're gonna select an experienced player, you need one. Maybe you got your goalkeeper. You need a defender. You need a midfield at most.
Yeah.
If you select the three, and because la South African you should have experience of how do you protect Ebola, how spangisha njani Ebola, and run down time. You play the game win at 90 something minutes. It's 3-2. Then they go on to score 2 goals. They're not serious, and unfortunately, their chances, as South Africa has done over the past few years, would say by my last game, seba petma calculate, because but otherwise they are relatively out. So by mathematically they're not. There's a lot of permutations that has to go in because but right now mathematically they're not, but realistically you're looking at the chances and you're looking at the performance.
I think that the team last team as Africa la dlala kahle ngibone
Ivory Coast,
Brazil, and the Egyptians are good.
The Egyptians are good. Now, you're expecting because Africa, you win the Olympic in Nigeria. Exactly. You win the So, I'm really expecting better things from Ivory Coast. Looking at the way they call their squad, and you say they included the likes of Bailey from Manchester United, experience at the back.
Exactly.
He's gonna command everyone. Granted, and they have the likes of Ed Diallo, who also plays for Manchester United, young prospect, a very good young player. So I think the balance is there with the team, and I am really hoping to see they will go far.
Exactly. Because singiphathi zomsibi besibuka nje imidlalo yema Olympics lechubekako lapha eJapan la ngala eBholeni Africa imelelwe ma team la Falcons yona I Cote d'Ivoire ikanye ne bafana ikhona ne Egypt ikhona le I am hoping man we would see South Africa qualify. I think the next game is it Mexico?
It's Mexico.
Yeah, then but now ngibukela Mexico against France. Singibukela South Africa against France. It's a tall order but guns bangashaya.
No, it's a very tall order, Linton. I do not expect anything as of now from South Africa. I think they are coming back home.
Okay.
Yeah, I do not see them winning that game. The most they can get, it's a draw. Judging from how easy was France. France kakhulu. But they couldn't. So I think they just and the squad, the players are good individual. I think they have to fix something. We know in a way, Mfumagandli was must come back coach.
Exactly.
So I think the coach is lacking. Lapago South Africa, the players are very good.
Go local front. Sibone ma games MTN are coming in thick and fast. But I think
35 games. La manje selling 4 games.
Okay.
But those last 5 games, they should be playing midweek because because of slang the likes of Buffaloes, Green Mambas, or well Swallows because of my opponents about Labanye Bebale and Mansinondras. They all are playing midweek games. And one big game decide or influence the direction they are going to league will be the game between the Mansinondras and Leopard, which is the same game that decided could see happy first round. Remember, Manzinondas playing a draw and a Royal Leopard, Bambi Leopard. They win Buffalo. That's number 1 last day of the first round. So this time around, Manzinondas can have a say again. Because if they fail to beat Manzinondas and Buffaloes win, it came up Bas Vadaskal. So it's very interesting. They can asatodlala ongthula ma team if Buffalo and Leopard. Okay. Which will make another interesting. But the past weekend we saw big results for a team lamanye sometimes yaqhubeka win zama escape lapha kuyo relegation and Malandi Chiefs ishaye Babana Highlanders nga-1 not lo another big result because Nyalo as of now ilokhu standing ithi baphumile relegation zone but they're not out of the fight but kulo last two abekho khona because kwehla 2 abekho khona and Manzini Wanderers with their troubles and everything that's going on with them. They've won the last 2 games without a proper training because le linye bayiqale very late gym and bahamba bawina against the Kellys. Game I think Buffalo's winning 3-0 against Emiling, and then you had the big game. Well, before that, Sipets yadlala neTinyosi that draws 1-1. Leopard versus Mbabane Swallows.
Okay.
That was I watched that game. I saw the quality of that game, and I'm thinking if onke la team angadlala at that level, probably the football of the country can.
Okay.
But then again, you're thinking, is the style of play what's played by the rest of the teams? Because what's beautiful about watching that game, LinkedIn, you could see no one wanted to hit the ball. I was so happy kuva. I was so happy kuva. It team is my volleyball. It's my shy. Nigga your teammate. It's a my for and that's my shy.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate because the game decide where. Ngathini akusi ukuthi good movements from one team man kube nje incident kwaphuma red card.
Okay.
Yashintsha the direction of the game. She said something the thing is he said something to Mlilo which I cannot repeat on air. And then at that time kwaba ne reaction from the bench because bakuvile bonke lebebonge phandle. At that moment kusesena kweloko yaka attack I Leopard yathola penalty. And then kwaba ne altercation just a short one kwaphuma red card. So the confusion now is the red card, was it for something for what he said or what he did lapha ekhate groundini. Okay. So that's the confusion because already even if he didn't get that red card lapha ekhate groundini but it for because the linesman outside then go photo official bese bafela baphamisile iduku babita Rafael but wa keep red card base bayihlisa. That's on side for and on that altercation gcine sekuphuma 2 yellow cards for bench le Royal Leopard 2 players because of what he said. They reacted badly but gcine sebabawonisha ngama yellow card and then as the game progressed now coach Mbabane Swallows naye wathola I red card yakhe naye for something he said to the fourth of match of linesmen or match officials. He said on that their end ngale wabita Rafaela wathola I red card which was a game lengasho si dominated ngama off the ball incidents of the field.
They dissect kahle
namhlanje ntambama yes.
Yeah. Because it's 2 minutes before 8 asi bathe nje afisha and market sibe silephethe ehlelo nasamkelisiwe lo mhlekiseni.
Kudla kwempilo, food for life. An agricultural program that shows how a farmer brings food to the nation.
Kudla kwayo letawuphinza ikudle nasekufika isikhathi sebusika.
Nalinile nje libele lana kuzone liyadwa imbela libele lahlanzeni. So long linale mvula le moderate yethu sine lahlanzeni.
Kudla kusemhlabathini. Konke lesikudingako sitakuthola emhlabathini.
Kudla kwempilo for agriculture and farming development on Eswatini TV with your farm boy Samgelo Villarati Samvi. Kudla kwempilo, food for life.
Malanga namahle besilethela uhlelo Kusile Breakfast Show kungumsombuluko leSeptember simfokote kakhulu ukuhlasana nathi njengoba nathi sitfokote kakhulu ukuhlasana nani lamuhla kungumsombuluko sebenayo indvuna itiko letempilo lizinkosi lapho khona beyibuka khona kusekelwa phela live le Taiwan lapho khona lisekela live laseSwatini ekuthenini kunciphe inombolo tabomake nebamfana labashiya emhlabeni uma make abeleka.
Boze siphinze seva cola nehlatshako la 1 billion rising umsebenzi lebawondayo emimangweni ikhulumisana nemimango enzabe yokucetha kubetana siphethe ngento emidlalo umshayi wesibakela wakuleli uyabuya ke ekhaya kwenzela si ashawe elijala seCameroon but had a good experience uyachaza parties it was a beautiful match.
Yeah, nalona waseCameroon TV naye ukuthi I am competing with someone.
Because imini yena ibengilehle nalebusisekile sibona nehlelweni ngekuvuma lo msala wethu insuku elangeni lakusasa kwalo mhla nisale kahle bongosi.